Island Best Juice. What are you waiting on? Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Island Best Juice. It's your boy, Ryan LFC, representing for Island Best Juice. If you are in the United States and you not try Island Best Juice, what you waiting on? Look at these beautiful flavor. Why not? If you are in Tampa, if you are in Florida, if you're not drink Island Best Juice, you're not drink the juice. It's your boy Ryan LFC, representing for Island Best Juice, the best juice in Florida. What you waiting on? Anyway, across the United States, Island Best Juice can find you. If they find me and me all the way in Canada, why not? Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere they are. Island Best Juice. Island Best Juice. What are you waiting on? Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Island Best Juice. It's your boy, Ryan LFC, representing for Island Best Juice. If you are in the United States and you not try Island Best Juice, what you waiting on? Look at these beautiful flavor. Why not? If you are in Tampa, if you are in Florida, if you not drink Island Best Juice, you not drink the juice. It's your boy Ryan LFC, representing for Island Best Juice, the best juice in Florida. What you waiting on? Anyway, across the United States, Island Best Juice can find you. If they find me and me all the way in Canada, why not? Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere they are. Island Best Juice.
Hi, my name is Taekwondo Tracy, former national 100-meter champion of Jamaica, and you're tuned into Elite Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with all of the new and upcoming informations we have to do with, especially corruption in athletics. And turn on the notification bell to get all of the upcoming information that you need. I'm out.
Oh, and there's them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector. And I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say, knock it, Ryan.
Good evening to everyone down in the comment section. It is Monday, a beautiful Monday night, a beautiful evening. Happy holiday to all of the people in the United States. Happy holiday to all of the people in Canada. Big up on yourself. Nothing but love and respect. Appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. Stop what you're doing. Hit the like button, people. We're back to work. We're back to reality. What happened today, that gone for me. 3 months, I sit down on my piece of information. So, we're going to get into it, viewers and subscribers. All right? So, we're supposed to have 2 special guests joining the program. And not only that, we're going to have the man himself, Dakasta, sitting live on Elite Sports TV for over 3 months. Dakasta having visited this channel. So we're going to have the discussion. You get me? I say, people, I think I know about football, but tonight I'm going to learn a lot about football. All right? And as I say, people, I am a student of the game, and I'm here to keep learning. You get me? I say, yeah, man, I'm here to keep learning as we go along. All right? So, people, we're supposed to have the Reggae Boyz on board. Now I'm going to tell you which Reggae Boyz, but you guys will see as the Reggae Boyz join the program tonight. You get me? I say? Yeah, but bless up to all of the people them. People, if you haven't been a member, make sure say hit the member. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. People, yes, I know. I tell you, say we're going to do the interview over on Intense Sports, but we have to make some quick adjustment and changes. So I just bring it forward over Elite Sports TV. So if you are over there on Intense Sports, join us over on Elite Sports TV. Bless up to all of the viewers them down in the comment section. So viewers and subscribers, it is Monday, but guess what? Guess what happened, people? We are waiting on our guests for them to join, for the host to full up. But guess what, people? So, we see the Reggae Boyz them arrive on the island. People, we want to big up the JFF for that. Because we're going to talk about some of that tonight, people. The progress the JFF has made. Yeah? They made a lot of progress. Right? And to see the Reggae Boyz arriving on the island from England, we have a couple of the Damian Lowe and the Andre Blake. You don't know Richard King on the ground. And you don't know, say, you have, the young Cavaliers player. But people, yes, a little birdie I tell me, say, fully active JFF going to stop come on YouTube and have conversation with YouTuber. People, for me, that's come like stale news for me. The JFF, here's the recent thing now. What is taking place by the people in the JFF? They are so petty. But it's because I don't depend on the JFF to make topic. Right? I don't really depend on the JFF to make topic. You know why? Because a lot of people depend on them. Me not depend on the JFF to make topic and get people to come and watch you. Our natural talent, we know what to please the audience. And that's why the people them continue to coming back to Elite Sports TV. See? So, good to see the players them reach back. I was watching it on the JFF Instagram story. Very good work by the JFF. Good update. Because once upon a time, the players them would have arrived in Jamaica. And we there such as say, oh, that the player they reach. Oh, that the player they reach. That the player they reach. Now, everything seems organized by the Jamaican Football Federation. I want to pick them up, Brazilino. The JFF have made so much progress where we have to give the Jamaican Football Federation credit. Right? So we want to continue to give in the JFF them credit, giving them flowers. But, you want people, listen, you see, because it's an interview we have tonight, I'm going to really want to mix the whole heap of negativity in the interview, and I have to respect the Reggae Boyz players coming on. I don't really want to get tonight, but I'm going to give you a little piece. So, I want to say everybody a question, why Adrian Reed in the squad? Nobody's attacking Adrian Reed. Everybody happy for the young man to be in the team. But we are questioning the selection of Adrian Reed, a part of the Reggae Boyz team. Nothing wrong with the fans question Adrian Reed coming into the team. Me wrong or me right, la boss? Music Pro, Georgia Girl. Everybody is questioning how this brother you get in the team. And we understand the coach agrees to pick him. But if you look at the recent thing, him haven't been playing good. Is it because of him come from Cavaliers? This is how you know you hit the people them in the Football Federation art, This is when you know and the people them speak up the truth, the JFF get very defensive. Me know them like my handbag. People question the selection of Adrian Reed. You know what going on now, people? The man decided, the people from the JFF decided say they want to stop and they're going to communicate with mainstream media. Oh! Them say Ryan very disrespectful. I tell you all the time, when you stop group up all of the YouTube of them in a one. Every one of the YouTube of them different. Tennessee. Don't paint the YouTube of them. With me do on the paint where everybody else do a good work. Because them say me are the man where constant negative and the JFF. No, it's not negative. It is the facts and the truth where we attack and highlight these things. What about a player like Dexter? A player like Brandon cover Tennessee. Tennessee, may I ask you a question, my boss? Why when a Jamaican player, we have 2 spots for a local, for development player, why we can't give Brandon cover? And then me look at say people, I saw say, Ryan LFC, Me say, look, me see another YouTuber from Radio Lang, Zidan, put my picture in a video. And he must say, boy, some man a fight against Adrian Reed. No, we're not fight against Adrian Reed. We are question the selection of Adrian Reed. And by that fact, people, what may I ask you, people? And this is what may I ask you, viewers and subscribers. This is what I'm asking you guys. What, yeah, people, what it take to get a national call-up in the Jamaica national team? That is a very valid, fair question. You know? What it take for a player get called up in the national team? That is the question, Tennessee. So this thing where the JFF say, boy, brother Lena, them now come back on YouTube. Look how much the Gleaner and the Observer, Sportsmax, all of these big international, and what they call it, TVG and CVM, criticize the Jamaican Football Federation. You ever hear the Federation say them are going to take action yet? Say them now going to do an interview with the local station or the big station them in Jamaica. No, them not do that. But you know, this is me know people. You see, one time in Jamaica, everybody depend on TVG and CVM to give a little bit of news. But what the JFF not understand, see, what the JFF not understand, say, this is a new media. Right now, it is a new media where JFF now, man like me in them pocket, because them can't buy me out. I am not for sale. While them can have a other blogger and have them in them pocket, them can't have me in my pocket, so I go keep and call out the flaws of the Jamaican Football Federation. See? Yes, we are going to continue call out the flaws of the Jamaican Football Federation. Because guess what? None of them, and what we say people, none of them no bigger than, not one of them people. Not one of them. The amount of work where these YouTube are bringing and highlight and get back more people in the diaspora about Jamaican football. All of a sudden, everybody needs to be a hush puppy to the JFF. Not this boy here. Ryan LFC going to stand my ground. And me now beg the JFF nothing. And me now look a free ticket. By the way, people, we have 50 tickets to give away. And island-based juice response for that. So, when we hear people come and attack, I'm telling you these people, all nice the JFF I make. Nice them I make up on. Nice them I make. Right? Them just want to push things down people through. All of a sudden, we can't criticize young players. Look how much people criticize Whisper. Look how much people criticize Dixon. So who is Adrian Reed for people to question him selection and criticize him? But we all know, say, I want Rudolph Speed up in our feelings. Everybody knows how Mr. Speed up in our feelings. Who didn't notice? Eh? Who didn't notice that? Every one of them, and Mr. Speed up in our feelings, I carry belly for YouTube. Because people call out and question the selection of Adrian Reed. Everybody say Adrian Reed is a good baller, but he's not up to that level yet to play CDM for Jamaica. He need a little bit more growth. He need a little bit more time. You understand? So, I care less what people think or what people want to say about what me I do on YouTube. Because we are doing pure all of our art, Bridget. You get what I say? So, we are waiting for the guests them people. I will warm up the engine. Because we have a question them. Ready and up and running. Ready for the Reggae Boyz people. Because we're going to chat some football people. You understand? Yeah, we're going to chat some football. So in the meantime, people, if you haven't liked the video yet, people, because only know the thing with Brother Lino, when the conversation gets sweet, we don't really want to stop and a big like. If you haven't liked the video yet, people, hit the like button, people. Yeah? Hit the like button, people. Come on, people. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Yeah, man. Hit the like button before we get into a conversation and thing. You get me, I say? Yeah, man. Hit the like button. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Hit the like button. But yes, people. So, the Reggae Boyz in the island, let me know, people. What do you guys think? And we see the coach greet them. That is something good. You understand? And I'm telling you guys this from now, people. You know, so me in the bag of beating anymore, coach. Yeah, man, people. Players have to take responsibility of their performance. Me in the bag of beating with no more coach. Me I tell you what is the situation is. Player like Jamal Lowe, they need to step up. Player like Mikel Antonio, player like Demari Gray, the whole team now, it is a responsibility for the players to step up to the plate. And I'm telling you guys this right now. At the last chance this for some of these Reggae Boyz. Last chance for some of these Reggae Boyz. They have to come with them A game, brother. We're tired of inconsistent with the players them. You know, so for me, I watch Jamaican football, people. At the first me ever see Jamaica perform in a 3 consistent game, brother Lino. I have never watched Jamaica team consistent. Since me know me have sense, and me can understand what is really taking place in a football. The game against Canada, the game against Panama, and the game against US. Of course, J-Shy, Bowser have to step up because they have a disaster tournament. We now put Bowser on the back seat and think him going to get to it. Bowser actually need to step up and he need to find the goal scoring because he's still at him club. You get what I say? So Danny J, big up yourself. J-Shy, big up yourself, man. Appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. Nothing but love and respect, man. Appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section and think, people. Smash the like button, people. If you haven't liked the video yet, hit the like button. Come on, people. If you haven't hit the like button, people, what time out people in the comment section? People, no timing out nobody, people. Please, people. Don't time out nobody, people. Yeah, people. Don't time out nobody in the comment section, people. Let us have a discussion without we timing out anybody down in the comment section. Brazilino, all of them on them. Don't time out nobody. I know Brazilino don't have the range, but yeah. Yeah, people. Don't time. Please, may I beg on the people. And people, don't use swear word in the comment section because if you use certain words, YouTube, sometimes it's not the people or the monetization. You have, when you understand people, in YouTube land, you have some words that they cannot use. If you use certain words, YouTube definitely going to, it's not going to go through. So sometimes it's not about somebody is blocking your comment. It is that it's just not coming. All right. So people, we have a guest. We have one of the guests them so far, people. And let's take this card first. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla. Carla. Yeah. Hold on, people. Hold on. I don't want the call. I don't want people. I'm not taking any call right now until I said we're going to take call. All right, hold on. Carla. Carla.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, man. Big respect, right? You know?
Yeah, man. So can I call you back after we say we're going to take some call? I have the guest right now.
All right, no problem.
All right, big up yourself. Enough respect.
Yep.
Yes, man. All right. Yeah, so big up to all of the people down in the comment section. So we have one of our guests, them people. So we're going to bring on our Reggae Boyz player, the man with them call Zidan. I don't know how them call him Zidan, and he's not a central midfield. So without further ado, Zidan, good evening. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, welcome. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for having me today.
How are you, man, Zidan?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm doing very good. Just to check, is the mic and everything good right now?
What?
Is the mic and everything good? Like you hear me clear and stuff?
Yes, man, I'm hearing you. Everything is smooth and clean and everything. See?
Yes.
So, first and foremost, Zidan, for those who don't know you, I know I did an interview with you, and I must say, people, one of the best interviews I've ever done with a youngster, footballing player. All right? So, Zidan, you're going to be one of our guests tonight. We're going to talk about football, but I want you to introduce yourself to the people who don't know Zidan and what is Zidan all about right now.
Well, you don't have to call me Zidan, just call me Owen, you know, because that's back then. Right now, I'm sticking with
Hold on.
mine.
Tell the people them, how you come by the word name Zidan?
You know, my mother, she used to play for Harborview. She was the number 10, and her favorite team was France, and her favorite players was Zidan and Anelka. So in my name, it's Malik Zidan Anelka. So she named me Zidan and Anelka because those were both those were her favorite players when she was growing up. But she
Okay,
was a number 10.
so your middle name is what?
Zidan Anelka.
Anelka?
Yeah, Zidan Anelka.
Zidan Anelka. So these are the two favorite players of your mom.
Yes.
Okay,
And
what
that's
position
the-
your mom play?
She used to play 10, midfield.
Midfield.
Yeah.
Okay, good. No man, but your name is Zidan, bro. It's in your
Yeah.
middle name, bro. Anelka,
Yeah.
it's in your name, bro. So you can't shy away from me me cannot call you Zidan. You get what I'm saying?
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, all right. So Zidan, so your mother used to play ball for Harborview, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your childhood life, growing up in Jamaica. What school you attend, all of them stuff. Give the people them a little backstory before we get into it.
Well, growing up as a kid, I used to play for Harborview and Ballers Academy after. I went into Ballers Academy, you know, the first kid program that Harborview run every Saturday morning. I would attend that. My entire family is based around football, you know. So I got the passion and the love for playing football from a tender age. It wasn't easy. I wouldn't say I was one of the best players growing up either. Like I was very hardworking and very dedicated to always improving and learning. There's a lot of players like that was ahead of me, way ahead of me, like in the game that I used to look up to and I would want to be like them when I was like 11, 10, you know. But the passion just was within me, you know, to become somebody great and to be like my family members, you know. The Robert Scarlett, the Christopher Harvey, the Ricardo Nagan, and them were very close. Those people are like my right, like as I turn right, that's them, you know. So I always aspire to be like those guys. So it was just from I was a tender age, I just was hungry to become a professional soccer player.
Fair enough. So so tell the people which primary school you went to, which high school you went to, and so.
Yeah, I went to EXCLSUIVE primary school. They never had soccer at the time because the principal had some ruling. So I used to do track and field, so I'm very athletic, I'm very fast. I used to do long jump and hurdles in high school. After that, I used to go to Jamaica College, captain Jamaica College in 2017. I've been playing since 2015. I've won triple Manning Cup back to back. So 2015, 2016, 2017, I won the Manning Cup. I left and then I went to college to the University of New Mexico. But it was Jamaica College that was the next step that changed everything in my footballing career, my footballing decision. Because there was one point in time where I was disappointed as a youngster because I never made the Coles team in my first year. And I felt let down. And I think that was the turning point for me in becoming the person I am today. Like getting the answer no doesn't mean like you cannot make it. Not making a team doesn't mean I couldn't make it. And I think that was the turning point for me as a player when I got that point where I didn't make the team and I just started working harder for the entire year. And then the next year it was just up for me. I made the under 17 team, national team. I didn't make the final squad cut, but I was the vice captain of the Coles team the following year. From playing good and having good performances in the Coles, I went to the under 17 camp. Never made the final cut, but I was still in the camp. Then I made the under 20 team at 16 years old, and I'm telling you, at 15 years old, like football for me was a downfall because I wasn't being accepted, and it was just my work ethics. At 16 years old, I went to Manchester City in England. I was one of the best players in the Caribbean at the moment. Um, I was scouted by them and was selected by them to go, and I represented Digicel as the ambassador for that previous time when I was in Jamaica and in high school. And then from there on, I came back. I went with the under 20 team with Shaman Nichols, Superior Lee Vassal and them. But I was Tyree McGee and them was there too. And me and him was like the youngest at that time. The other guys like Nicholson and them were the older guys. And then the second year, I was the captain of the under 20 team. The second time around when it was the qualifications, I was the captain of that team, and we had a unbelievable performance in the tournament. Like nobody could believe. We missed out on going to the under 20 tournament by a goal difference to Mexico. A tough opponent with Lioness and those guys back in the time. It was crazy. And then from there it was just up for me. You know, I went to college. That was a decision between my family and me, like getting an education and getting my degree, which I now have a degree and I'm almost finished with my master's. So now I've finished with college, one step in getting to my master's, and I'm playing professional soccer right now. So it's just moving upwards for me. You know, I would say some people would be like, yeah, you could go professional at 19 or 20, but right now for me, it's not impossible to make it at 24 or 25 once you're doing the right things, and that's the most important thing as a player. At 19, if you're doing what you could do at 25 or 27 that the pros are doing, you're going to make it pro. At 25, if you're doing what you need to be doing to be seen, you'll make it professional. So sometimes they used to say age is a factor, but I feel like within that time frame, you still have the time. So if you want to go to college and get your degree because there's life after soccer, it's always possible, or your master's, you know what I'm saying? So that's it for me right now. I'm playing with Las Vegas Lights after everything, and it's been good for me right now. I'm finished with college and stuff like that, so it's good.
So Zidan, talk to me. I want to say well done and continue to go into school, finish up your master and get all of this stuff. It's amazing to see a professional player leave Jamaica, can have that balance in football and education. That is key. And I see many times people, you know, don't give the players who have that balance because it can be difficult. It can be a lot of stress and all of them stuff there. And this you pull through that. I say that I want to pick you up on that. But talk to me a little bit about you being the ambassador for Digicel at that young age. How much pressure you come on to do things right and be professionally. And talk to me about your experience going to Manchester City and what would you learn? What would you say to the viewer that you learned playing in the Manning Cup and playing at the CONCACAF club at the CONCACAF level? What is the difference? But I know me throw too much question at once. But I know you're bright and intelligent and I know you can deal with it. Why is it that?
So first and foremost, what I would say was back then when I went to Manchester City, it was something memorable because first you're a youngster and this is your dream. Like you're getting the opportunity to go at Manchester City, so you're like, whoa, this is my opportunity to sign professional. But also after going there and playing and training, you realize stuff that you have to be able to do. Like the first when I went there, we did like the fitness test, we did speed tests and all those things. They ran some tests on us on the first few days. And after the test, my fitness test was really good. But you realize there was some stuff that wasn't really like up to par with the other guys. You know, we were below in terms of like our development as a youngster. So I think we were below on those things. But the experience was phenomenal because you got the exposure to be in the professional environment. I saw De Bruyne, I saw Carlos Tevez and all of them. I trained with Foden. I saw Foden and them. When he was 15, he was running through players like he is right now. But it was more like an exposure type of thing after a few days, which you didn't know, but it was still good to get into that environment and get that experience being in England, being at Manchester City, one of the top clubs in the world, and just getting that feeling like you the dream is there, it's near, you could make it professional, you could be playing right here, you know. It was a good feeling. What were the other question you asked me? I forgot.
You know, I asked a cheap question in our one, but how did it feel at the time coming from Harborview and you know to be one of the ambassadors, one of the lead youngsters? being the ambassador? What type of
Yeah.
stress is that coming a lot of problem or anything?
Nah, to be honest, it was a good feeling to know that I was the ambassador at the time in high school. What it really did was it wasn't really that it was pressure, but it made me had more responsibility how I carried myself, how I had to look to the younger ones. So that started developing me from those times where how I speak, how I act, and how I carry myself because I'm being looked upon by others. I feel like one of the biggest thing I took from it was like talking to younger kids at times was something that I did um, a lot because I was the Kickstart ambassador. So any youngster that was coming up, I would go like talk to them and stuff like that. So it was kind of good for me in that situation where I was building my communication skills and I wasn't bad at talking and stuff. I was doing good, getting the kids to be motivated to being aspirational, to being like me. So it was good. It wasn't no pressure at all. It was just me taking one step in how I carry myself and having good accountability, a lot of stuff. Being responsible from that age, 16 years old.
So, what would you say the difference when they went to Man City? You see Phil Foden play against Phil Foden. What would you say the difference playing in the Manning Cup and playing at the level at Manchester City? And what age group you train against when they went to Man City? And yeah,
It was with the U16. Sometimes the trick that people don't know about that trip was that it wasn't necessarily that sometimes when we as youngsters leave from Jamaica and they bring us to England, we feel like we were gonna be with the academy. But sometimes when you see people say, "Oh, these set of guys go to England and they play against Man City or they play against Manchester United," it's not necessarily the guys that was in the academy that we played with. It was guys that was trying to get into the academy that we played with. So the level wasn't the best like Manico. It probably was better because it wasn't like I was training with Foden, the crop of them. Like one time Garcia and them came over and did some stuff with us, but it wasn't like it was with those professional guys day in day out. Because what people don't understand is that over there in England, they probably have the academy and they also have like a reserve academy team. And I think it's like that too in America, where you have the under 22 team for the MLS team, but then you also have the MLS Next Pro, and you have a team that's representing the MLS Next Pro, but these guys don't play with the MLS Next Pro. So they're representing Atlanta United, but they're not fully into Atlanta United. So when I went to City, these guys weren't fully into the City that we played with or played against. But they were representing Man City, they were wearing Man City stuff, but they weren't really into Man City yet. Like they weren't in Man City yet. They were knocking on the door to get into City like we were.
oh, so okay, I know I understand what you're saying now. So when you went, you guys believe that you guys going to play against Man City player, but it
Yes.
was a player like you were trying to break it.
Yes, that's what it is a lot of time when the Caribbean players from Jamaica go into England and they play in these England teams. It's not necessarily the actual academy players they're playing against. It's not.
Okay.
It's guys that's trying to make like
Man
middle,
City.
like Liverpool have guys that want to make Liverpool under 16 academy team, and there's guys that's training and they want to get into the team. So these guys come and they train too. So sometimes when they bring players from the Caribbean to play against these teams, these are the guys they're going up against, and not necessarily Liverpool Academy or the Man City Academy, because you have to remember these guys are professional. They have games. So to take the time off to play you, it's gonna be it's a balance. You have to have a balance throughout the week. How do you manage to play your minutes, to play your miles and stuff like that? So sometimes it's not that easy to just get them to play like that. You know?
Okay. Fair enough. So after that now, leave Jamaica College, went to college overseas. What is it like play in the United States? Play in college, and I want to ask you this question. Was it forced by parents or people around you for you to go to pro, or people just saying that bro you have to get the education first, your parents just say education
Yeah.
is
To be honest, it was like that. When I was leaving high school, I had some USL opportunities that I didn't take. Professional opportunities. I think it wasn't worth it. It wasn't something that was sustainable. So I chose to go to college, and college was something just my mom, and it's a family thing that was pushed on to like go to college. if for me now when going to college, it's ideal. Like I'm not gonna force someone to go to college, but if you're good and you think you have what it takes, I think you should actually try to go professional, because in the collegiate world, what people don't understand from my experience now, I could share back with others. It's not what people think it is. Like you coming from Jamaica, you get an opportunity. Like the only big thing with it is you're gonna get your degree. But when you're talking about being developed and football, college is faster than Money Cup. Yes, you're playing with grown guys, guys from academies and stuff like that. But if you don't go in the right program, you could get messed up. Like if you don't go to a top school that plays good football and you just go to a mediocre school, your team is gonna get battered every week, and that's not something that that's something that you're probably gonna be accepting or wanting as a player coming from Jamaica. But for me, it helped me right now in terms of the person I am today. Because like say for instance, you go to Jamaica College or you go to Kingston College, and you play football in those schools. Like we play tactical football, good football. Like Manny Cup, don't get me wrong. People discredit that Manny Cup is nothing, but Manny Cup is actually not as bad as people think it is. It's really good because Kingston College, Jamaica College, St. George's, those schools, they play good football. The coaches give you one step in getting closer to that dream. And the only difference is that you don't get the opportunity that others get that's in Europe and stuff like that, but it's still a good platform. So if you go to Jamaica College, for example, or Kingston College, and you got an opportunity to go to, say, my college, Memphis, I'm going to give an example. Memphis, the way of football works is as you get older, you're starting to understand. I don't know if every player takes like I do, because I'm a person who study the game and try to improve a lot. So if you go to Memphis, Memphis is not a team that keeps the football, but you're coming from Kingston College or Jamaica College that you play possession football. So your ability that was displayed in Manning Cup was when your team had the ball and stuff like that. So now when you go to a college, you have to take into consideration that that team that you're going to is giving you a full scholarship, but they don't necessarily going to play the way you want to play. The coach don't necessarily have the same belief that the coach in Jamaica had. His belief can be that you need to be fit, you need to just be running a lot, stuff like that. You go in the game, you don't have the ball, the coach has a low block. A low block means you're giving up possession of the ball. I went to a team that had a low block for like a year or two, and it got me upset. I wanted to leave. I wanted the porter to leave. That's defending games week in, week out. That's not something you want to do. That was not my personality in Jamaica. So when I came to college and I was at a school that doesn't keep the ball, like that was playing with me, but it was also building me for something better. You know what I mean? It still could help you, but it's not ideally you're gonna be the same person, because then you move from keeping possession to giving up possession, and the game doesn't play like that. So like I'm saying, you leave from Jamaica, you come to Memphis that doesn't play a positional game. You're not gonna improve on those skills that you had in Jamaica. You're changing your game now to a different type of game where you don't have the ball. And a player like who I was in high school that wants to be on the ball, I wasn't getting on the ball a lot. So it's challenging. It's a different challenge that you're facing. This is the adversity you're going to face in college now. So that's something you'd have to take into consideration when you're leaving Manning Cup. Do you actually want to go to college, and what college or university you're going to go to? Because then you have to think about your pathway or where you want to be, and how is it going to make you improve to be seen to get to the next level. And that's the reason you have to choose a type of school or a specific type of school, because there's only certain type of schools play a certain type of way, and certain type of conference that has certain type of powers to make you get into the draft and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that, it's like a balance, you know. It's very challenging, but I would say for me, I was developed defensively very solid. Right now I'm very solid defensively than ever before. Like in Monaco, people probably say I'm soft or I'm just attacking, but right now it's a total different game. And I think that was because I went to Memphis. So I just have to give God thanks for that, because it still ended up working out in my favor, because my defensive side of my game, my 1v1 and stuff like that, has improved massively. And that's something that you need at the next level when you're talking about going professionally as a defender.
So that simply means you leave high school and you leave college as a better. Chase is a team that they offending, always attacking, always, and they going forward, creativity, attack, all of them stuff. But defensive, you really go to college and learn the game of defensive. That's two sides of the game. You improve the game.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, fair enough.
But that was one college. I also went to another college called Missouri State, where that keeps the ball a lot. So that's a team that evolved my game and knowledge tremendously. So that's what I mean by you have to just know the school that you're gonna go to when you're leaving Jamaica. It's not that college is bad, but sometimes you go into something you don't know what you're going into. But from my experience, I could give back to a younger one. It's just not gonna be that you just go to a school and you think, oh, it's gonna be the same. Like you were this good in high school, and you're gonna be this good when you go to college. Nah, it doesn't work like that, because you have to go into a similar program or a similar, what would I say, a similar team that plays the way you play, that display your ability. You know what I'm saying? Like a Tariq McGee would not be successful in my team because he's not going to be on the ball a lot and he needs to be on the ball. So it's stuff like that that you have to take into consideration when you're in high school and you're leaving from Jamaica and you want to go to college. You just have to take those things into consideration. And that's something I didn't know until now. But also, you're going to get a degree. So if you don't have any other option, I understand. But you're just going to have to face that adversity, learn from it, grow, and build. That's the adversity it comes with. If you get only 2 options to go to college and you want to go to college, you get a full scholarship, man, you're going to have to just make it work. Take that one, learn from it, build from it, and hope, pray to God every day, and hope for the better, and keep working.
And what the college has, I think the college do for a lot of Jamaica, because we're coming from a semi-pro type of football. When you go to college, they prepare you for the real professional. So when you leave college, you're well professional, well spoken, your game develop, depend upon the college that you go to, right? And I think that's one of the biggest things. That's why so much of our Jamaican players lost in the college system over the years.
Yes.
Because they go to college, they play very good in Money Cup, and when they go to college, they are totally different. And that's what you highlight to me. I didn't even know.
Yes, that's the main reason. That's what happened. Also, sometimes you go to college when you leave Jamaica. What I just said right now was one of the main reasons. But you could also go to college and your mind change, because what happens is there's also other opportunities for you to make money in college. And when you're coming from Jamaica, that's a third world country, if you're not strong mentally and you don't have really the passion and the hunger to just know that this is what you want, you could stray in other ways. You could stray in the girls, you could stray in the money and all those things, because there's different factors too when you go to college that you have to like be able to balance and not like get too much of it. Because if you're coming from Jamaica, where it's like I'm saying, it's a third world country, you're not used to always getting money and stuff like that. So when you go to college and you're getting a little stipend, or you could go to a little work and you're seeing yourself making money, you start losing that passion and that drive that you have for the sport. And sometimes that's another reason why players, when they leave the Manning Cup, they stray from being that good and losing it. And also the reason why they leave from Manning Cup and go to a school that is quite the opposite of what the school or the team they were in Jamaica. Those are 2 main reasons.
I appreciate the knowledge that you're bringing to the audience, and I hope the younger football player that play in the Dakar Cup and the Money Cup is listening. You get the message, because sometimes with the youth they need guidance in a Jamaica. So you are learning and telling all of these things can open the players them eye, what them can expect and all of them stuff when they go to college. Because I know it's not easy going to United States, especially if you don't have anybody in that city. But I know you talk about the football part of it. What are some of the part of going to college that you don't like? Do you like to share, or you just enjoy your time in college?
I was saying college, sometimes I feel like the kids in college, sometimes they aren't as professional as you. So I would say that's what I don't like. You go into a locker room in college, not everyone has the same dream and the same passion as you. When you go into that locker room with the roster of 24 to 30 players, some players want to be a doctor, some players want to be a lawyer, some players want to be an engineer. Not everyone in that team wants to be a professional player. So everybody's going to have a different goal and a different mindset. So that's for the coach now, how he controls that. But sometimes it still strays. Like the college kids, I feel like sometimes when they get to college, they try to enjoy themselves. So what will happen is, like, we as Jamaicans, we're more mature when we come here in America and go up with the freshmen or so. We're more mature because we're more exposed to certain things from that age that they're not used to. So they try to go to parties all the time. They try to do stuff that just limits you from being the best you could be at college, you know? So that's something I didn't like. Like, not everyone is going to be on the same page as you, but you have to find a way to dig deep and keep going for your dream, because not everyone is going to be passionate. Not everyone is going to care about a loss. Not everyone is going to care about what the coach is saying. Some guys are going to disrespect the coach. Some guys, after a loss, they're going to be like, bro, let's go drink, let's go to the club, let's go to the party. They're not going to take it like how you take it, you know, because everyone has a different dream in that locker room. And that's how you just have to face adversity again and just know how to dig deep and go for what you want.
So Zidan, I want you to tell me, at the end college for you, was it difficult for you to stay on the right path? Was it difficult for you to stay to do the right thing? Don't get distracted. You see the girls are coming from Jamaica. You see so many beautiful girls. You see bright, you see black, you see white, you see so many type of different. How difficult it for you to stay focused and try to accomplish your goal at university?
I mean, it wasn't difficult for me because, like I told you, when I was in high school, that's when that was the turning point for me when I started being more passionate and more hungry for the sport. When I went to college, what really happened for me was, like I said, I had opportunities after Manning Cup to go to the professional level, but I felt like I wasn't good enough. That's what I felt like. I felt like Manning Cup wasn't a test, so I felt like if I could go to college and dominate just as I did in Jamaica, that would be good for me. But it wasn't like difficult or not anything like that in the terms of essence where I lost focus. I was focused right too, because there was only one goal and one dream for me, and that was to become a professional. But I'm not gonna say there wasn't points where I wasn't broken, where I felt like it was being vague or stuff wasn't going my way, but that was after college. But during college, I still had the same motivation. Like, I want to be the best. I want to do good at this. I need to get in the draft. I want to sign my professional contract. I want to start my dream. You know, it was right there, right too. You know, and I had a praying mom too that probably just kept me in the mix to stay focused.
Then are you still that type of player? Still working on your weakness by yourself, going into the gym, going into the site? Are you still that work ethic, or no, you kind of cool on a little? Are you still working? I know you love to work in the
I
field.
mean, right now, I have my first professional contract, and I tell you right now, kid you not, the past since June, every morning before practice starts, I'm working on my left foot. Like, I'm trying to ping balls with my left foot because I'm on the left side in my team, and it's on my weak side, but I'm still an asset to the team, you know. So every morning I try to hit balls with my left foot a lot, pass it, pinging the ball the correct way, opening with the correct foot, so that when I get into games or stuff like that, it could start be a habit, because that was something I never did a lot when I was a kid, working on my left foot. So even now I'm still trying to improve on that. Working hard, man, I never stop working hard. When I didn't have a contract, I would work like a maniac. I train in the morning, I train in the night. I work out. Even now, I still do push up and abs, like in the day after practice and stuff, just to stay lean and stay ready. You know what I mean? Like, I never stop working. But being a professional now, you have to realize there's a balance. Like, now I have a contract. I can't act like how I act last year when I didn't have a contract and work in the day and work in the night. People would say you need to go for a run, but you can't just go for a run like that. You have to still like maintain certain stuff, because it's a balance. The body works a type of way, and when you get into that professional level, you start learning that if you play a game today on Saturday, tomorrow you can't just go tomorrow again and just be doing sprints. Because when you come to practice on Monday, it's a type of session that they set because of the game you played. So you have to just balance everything, or you communicate with the performance guy of what you're doing, so he could balance you in training. You can't just do extras like that. It's not like that. But I still do the core and the push up and stuff like that. You could do, but you can't just do extra running and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you have to ask the club permission.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
necessarily permission, but it's like a balance where you can't do too much, because then when you come to practice, there's demands on certain day, and there's expectation for the body to recover at a certain time. So the body operates a certain way. So if you play that game Saturday, Sunday you're supposed to rest, and you go and act like you want to do more, and Monday come and your body should be doing a specific recovery with the performance guy, but you already did something else. You feel like you're on the front foot, but you're probably not on the front foot, you're on the back foot, because you're not supposed to do that, because your body needs to recover. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Because during the week you're gonna get a training session that's like overload, where you're gonna put in the work to prepare you for the game, and a deload time when it's not that intense. So it's all synchronized. You just have to know how to operate it.
Okay, fair enough. So Zidan, after leave JC, leave college, what next for you to be a professional player? You get the professional contract now. Talk to me about the Reggae Boyz national team. You get a few call up here and there. Talk to me about that experience.
I mean, playing with the national team is one of my dreams. I pray about that every day, because the passion I have and love I have for my country, like I know what it's like from being the captain of the under 20 team. Like I said, football is very mysterious. It comes with opportunities. First, right now for me, getting my first professional contract, what I want to do is I want to set the bar in terms of how good I am as a defender. I want to be the best in the world. That's one of my dreams, and that's something I'm going for. And to be the best, you have to be consistent. So that's something I try to hit every single time I have a game, being consistent and doing the right thing. For me, my next jump would say to just move from the USL, go to something even better than here, MLS, Europe, something to improve, to going up the ladder. I don't want to go back down. So that's the first thing. Second, with the national team, like I said, that was my dream to always be my national team. I've been with the national team with Peru. I got a few minutes. Also, I played Cameroon. We played Qatar, Morocco. I was with them that time. I was with them with Argentina. For me, it's not bad. I think one of the main reasons for me right now, I've been evolving a lot and improving, and it's for us to gain an identity. An identity is something that we actually need in the national team. People say they want Jamaica to play a certain type of football, but what you have to actually take into consideration is the clubs that we play for, the personnel that you have, and do these players play this type of way that we want week in, week out? Those are things that we have to ask ourselves as fans, because it's not blueprint. You don't just say Malik Howell on the right back, Tyreek McGee in the midfield, Leon Bailey on the left wing, and you're gonna win the game. Nah, that's not how it works. Name doesn't win the games. You have to have a plan, you have to have an identity and stuff like that. And I feel like once we get that with the national team, I think we'll be heading in the right direction. The way we play in terms of identity, like the first phase of football, building up out the back, stuff like that. You have to have the right personnel to build out off the back. We won't be able to play good football if from the start or personnel at the back doesn't have the confidence to be playing under pressure. Like that's the first thing you have to fix. We can't play good football if we're not playing from the back. We have to play from the back. But if we cannot play from the back, then the goalkeeper has to kick the ball. So when we watch the soccer games, like there's stuff you guys could look on when you're watching Liverpool play or you're watching Man City play, like how they press, how they corner press, stuff like that. Like if you see Nottingham Forest gonna play, they're gonna have a low block, which means City's gonna have possession of the ball. So if you're gonna take into consideration Jamaica having a game against Mexico and you want to see us play, you're gonna have to have a plan, like how you're gonna play at the back, or if you're not gonna play at the back, is your corner press gonna be good? Is your pressing gonna be good? Those are things that we have to take into consideration as fans. It's not just name players and stuff like that that's gonna get us results. It's just building an identity and the way we want to play is the main thing, I feel like.
Definitely. But Zidan, looking at this team, you can play centre back and right back. You think you can make this team?
I mean, I don't think I can make the team. I think I'm gonna make the team. It's just a matter of time for me to be unleashed and to be seen by the coaches in their eyes, you know. Because right now, like I said, my performance is good. My league is good. It's just for people to see me and for me to get opportunity to go to the next level. Because not everyone gets the same opportunity as a next player, and that's the next big factor to the sport we play. For me, it was very challenging to get my first professional contract. I could ask any other player that hasn't even gotten a contract. I went to trials. It's not easy to get opportunities, but when you do get opportunities, is what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, like a player plays in Belgium, he lives in Belgium. I'm from Jamaica. I have a Jamaican passport. Like I'm trying to play in the US, but the Jamaican passport doesn't have a value like a player that plays in Belgium. It doesn't mean that the person that plays in Belgium is better than me. It means that you have a better chance of playing in Belgium or playing in Europe because of the value of our passport as Jamaican players. It doesn't have any value. So it's very hard for us to break into some of the teams, even if we're very good. Even if you're not very good and you're born in Belgium, you'd have a better chance than being in Jamaica and being very good and going to Belgium. If you understand what I'm saying. Like an average person in Belgium could make it, or England would make it professionally, right? Because you have an England passport and you have an ability to play soccer. So if you get an opportunity to play, you could make it. But whereas a Jamaican could be average or good, but he has to be so exceptional to make it in England because of the restriction, because our passport doesn't have a value. So then that limits the opportunity for us as Jamaican players and the visibility for us. And then it would make people or fans seem like the Jamaican player is not good, or the USL league is not good. But it's not like that. It's all about like the passport and the value and where you were born and stuff like that. And that's what makes it very difficult for players to go to the next level at times. Like I said, for me, it was very hard for me to get my first professional contract. And now I'm a starter from a trial in my team right now, playing games, winning with them. I wasn't playing before. Not saying it's me, it's God. For me, it's God that's doing everything for me. My opportunity came because of God. I have a contract because of God. And that's what I mean by it wasn't that I wasn't good when I wasn't getting signed in a team or I was missing on opportunities. It was just who's gonna take that chance with you to make your dream be fulfilled or your purpose be seen. You know, it's all about those things in football. And players can be hidden, players could miss opportunities because not everyone is lucky or not everyone is just lucky at the moment to get opportunity. And that's what it is at the end of the day for me.
You know, so your passport have a lot to do with it. Where you go to, where you move to, especially getting a contract to go into the MLS.
Yeah.
Sometimes the talent is not good enough, and we see it with Andre Blake, where Andre Blake playing excellent in the MLS, and you know Philadelphia decides that he's one of the key players who sell a lot of merchandise for them, and he pivot to the same thing where him better than the US goalkeeper and him get the preference to go to the United States where they're in the United States willing to push for them player to
Mm-hmm.
get that opportunity instead of a Jamaican players.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So how difficult that is, how you guys as Jamaican try to make the difference? Is it that you guys just work hard, show your talent?
I mean, like I told you have to have God in the midst of everything you're doing. Because I'm telling you right now, I work hard. Like I don't know. Anybody that knows me knows how hard I work. I would outwork you. Like I work very hard and I was still not getting opportunities. So sometimes it's not even about working hard. Sometimes it's not even about being passionate or being dedicated. You will still not get an opportunity and you work hard. You will still not get an opportunity to sign that contract and you're a good player. Because it's more than just that. It's more than just that when you're getting a contract. I'm telling you, a player can be good and he goes to England and he's not getting signed and he's a good Jamaican player because his passport or because of the things they have to do. They rather take an England player that's born in England and make him play instead of doing so much for you. You know what I mean? You have to be so exceptional. And it's not that it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to be exceptional. It's not a bad thing. What I'm saying, you have players in those places that will still get an opportunity that you will be missed out on, and they're average. And you have to be exceptional to get that opportunity. I'm telling you, like a player in Spain or England or Belgium, they don't have to be exceptional and they could still have a chance. They still have a chance because that's where football is birthed. That's where the football is. They will still have a chance to go and play professional than a Jamaican player or a Caribbean player. They will still have a better chance than us. And then they will start to improve. That's just how it is. They will still have a better chance than us, Jamaican, even though you're a good player, even though you have the ability to be better than them. And that can kill a player dream and make him not lose, make him not want to be a professional anymore too. You know, and there's a lot of bias in football. There's a lot of favoritism in football where I'm at, in the professional world, where players don't get contract and stuff like that. It happens. You would see players come on trial and they're good and they don't get signed. This player goes home and you're like, bro, why did he not get signed? You know what I'm saying? This player come on a trial to you in the locker room and he stand out. He didn't get a contract. That player's going back home. He's like, bro, I played good, bro. Why did I get a contract? Different factors that make you didn't get a contract.
Wow. So you see it out there as fans, and we see that easy why the Jamaican player them stuck, why they not move. Sometimes it's not about you guys' talent or you guys not working hard. It's about different factors. It can be a passport, it can be a different thing. And that can be a hard pill for a young player that you were, especially, I know you work very hard. I see you think them on WhatsApp and I say, damn, man, the man is a guru people. You know? So, yeah. Oh, tough, man. But Zidan, I am a massive supporter of the Reggae Boyz. And, Reggie, I'm not going to lie to you. I just want to see. I don't want us to play like Barcelona or Spain, but one day, Zidan. We have so many quality players in these teams, Zidan. It's difficult for us to pass out the ball from the back to the midfield and to the striker. And we have good players.
I feel like I have something to say on that. Like, what I've learned over the past few not days, but here in football,
yeah,
about we as players and we as fans, something you guys could take from me right now. Like when you're watching the game, right? For me, I play center back right now, and I'm a right back. But right now I'm getting taller and stuff, so I'm playing center back a lot. The first thing you have to identify as a player is, for us as Jamaican, we want to see our team play out the back. When you're watching the game, look on the opponent. Every time a striker presses the center back or the keeper spots the ball on the line, you see when the keeper puts the football on the line, identify the opponent. Do they have two strikers going to press the center backs? Do they have one striker pressing the center back? That's the first thing you have to recognize as fans when you're watching the game. Look on that. Look for that. You see if a player is being pressed by one striker in the opponent, like when the keeper has the ball. So if Jamaica keeper has the football, he spots it. And the two center backs are there and they're being pressed by one striker. That means they have a 2v1 or 3v1 every single time. Every single time you spot the ball on the line, you have a 3v1 with that striker every single time to play. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you have two strikers, that means you have a 3v2. The six has to move a specific way with the strikers for them to release. This now comes with the identity to break in the first line and the first phase of their press. That has to come with either the coach or the personnel of what you want to do, playing out the back. You can't just start the game, pass the ball, and think you're going to play. You have to have a build-up plan. How do you break the first line? If the striker is one, you have a 3v1 automatic. The center back steps with the ball. If the striker presses, he could use the keeper, or the winger is going to be on the left back. The left winger is going to be on the right back. And that's if the team is playing a 4-3-3. You're always going to have options on the field. It's just how you see the game and visualize the game as a player. So from the start, Once we have the ball, we could always play out the back as Jamaican. It's the personnel that the players have. Do you have the personality to take the risk to start from the back? Do you have the personnel to step in and break the first line? Are you scared or are you confident? That's the difference. That's all it takes.
Slow it down, Zidan, for the footballing cards. I learned some of these stuff from you. So the first line, explain to the people in the first line, and the second line, and the third line.
So the first line would be like the striker. When you break the first line, you go into the midfield. That's where you have the midfield. For you to break the first line, you have to have a plan. Like for my team, I could tell you how we break teams now, but it's not ideal. Because if you guys go on yourself, my team is the team that keeps the ball. When you check the stats, 70-30% possession in the league. You know, teams don't see the ball with us. We don't kick the ball long. We play football every single time we try to play. And that comes with personnel, and that comes with the identity that the coach implemented and want us to play. So that's something the coach have to implement too if he wants to play out the back. The first line is when the striker presses you. When the striker comes to press the center back, that's if we decide to play. When the striker comes to press the center back, that's the first line you have to break. You have to know how to break the first line by finding the ball to the 6. That's the pocket player. You have the strong side and the weak side. The strong side would be where the ball starts. If the keeper starts the ball more to the right side of the field, so you notice sometimes when you guys watch the English league and you have the 6-yard box, if you had a video I could show you, when the ball is in the middle, sometimes you see some keepers put it in the middle. That's because he's not trying to put any side to lock them. And the center back also has to know if he's going to make himself get locked by the striker or he's going to not just step in like that. Because if the center back stepping on the strong side, then he's baiting the press. So those things are personal. And you have to have good personnel to play football. You have to have good. The football doesn't start by playing with just the midfield. So one time, fans would kill the Jamaica and say, "Oh, we need better midfield. We need better 6s in Jamaica." But it starts with the center backs. The center back has to be confident, and the center back has to have the patience for the midfield to move. Because you can't just say the midfield isn't good. You have to create the space. That's what I'm telling you about the strong side and the weak side. If you start the ball on the right side, that's the strong side. When you play the ball to the right back, you could bait the press, or the center back could keep the ball for a bit with the one striker. And you still have the 2v1. You don't have to play the ball immediately to the right back. Or if it's on the left side, immediately to the left back. Because that's baiting the press. Because you already have the wingers and the 2v1 is in the middle of the field. You get what I'm saying? Because you have one striker pressing you. So you on the next center back, automatically, if you have one striker at Mexico or Man City is playing and you see one person pressing a player, one striker is in the middle, the center back is not going to just rush and pass the ball to the left back because that's baiting the press. That's locking the team to one side. That's going to make the team don't have any options because that's what they want you to do. You have to manipulate the first line, which is the striker, to get the 6 available. So it's not that our 6 isn't good. It's the first line. You have to break the first line for the 6 to be occupied, for the 6 to be open. The other teams you guys watch, the Man City and the Liverpool, those teams open the 6 for them. It's not that they're good players, they're exceptional, but it starts from the back line. The Diaz and the Akanji, those guys, they have to break the first line to open up the spaces for the team to play. If you don't manipulate the striker and break the striker, break the first line, the midfield is gonna always have pressure, man. The 6 is gonna always have someone in his back because the 2v1 is in the middle of the field with the center back with the one striker. You get what I'm saying? You can't just play to the right back or play to the left back. No. And also the center back can't just step in like that and lock himself too. He has to give himself the option to be able to play back to his center back or the goalkeeper to still manipulate that striker, because once that striker is out the picture and the center back steps in, that's what's going to free up the midfield, and then you're going to have options for the midfield. And then that's when you move the ball from the strong side to the weak side. The objective is always to get the ball on the weak side, because the weak side is where the open spaces are for us to play. You know, so it starts from the back line. Like, it's not even the midfield. It starts from the back, and it's not the defenders. It's just the identity of the coach and what he's implementing for the player to play. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. But you know, one of the things when we watch when Liverpool play, Van Dijk is when Alisson give him the ball, him don't just play what the ball get Alisson, you know. Like him Even wait a little bit, invite the pressure to the strike, invite make the striker come close towards him, then him pass it on. So it's like, as we say, them beat the press. So,
Yes.
but we don't do that. We don't do
No.
that in Jamaica.
No. I don't, to be honest, I'm not judging the players. I'm not judging anyone in the team. I'm just telling you from my experience and being a professional player now, that's one of the reasons why I'm playing center back right now.
Yeah.
Because I told my cousin the other day, like, cause I like right back, but there's a difference between playing right back and playing center back. I like to take the risk to break the pressure. I like being on the ball. When you play right back, you're not always gonna be having the ball. Like if you check my stats, I'm making 90 to 100 passes a game as a center back. That's decent stuff. That's what DS and them do. That's top level stuff. But that comes with the confidence. Not every center back does that. So I told him like I want to be on the ball. So like I'm like happy that I'm playing center back now and not right back because we need that. If you want to play football, the team wants to play football, it has to start from the center back and the goalkeepers. You have to manipulate the first line, and that's the strikers. You have to manipulate the strikers to get the ball free to the midfielders so they can operate. If you just play the ball to somebody like, I wish I could have a board to show you guys. If you just have the ball and you just play it to the right back, bro, the winger is already on the right back. The left winger is already on your right back. So what is he going to do? He's going to have to do something magical. Like he has to do something magical. And football, you don't have to do nothing magical. What you do is use numerical superiority and the advantage. Use the numerical superiority to your advantage. And that's recognizing 2v1s, 3v1s, weak side, strong side, leaving the strong side, going to the weak side. Those are the things you have to identify. You know, it's not just boom, the keeper pass the ball, you get the ball, you pass it to the left back, you pass it to the right back immediately. You cannot do that. That's just baiting teams to press. And then also, for my team, like, and these top teams, when you see them get into the attack, the next thing you have to be setting up for, if you're a possession team, is the counter press, the advanced defending. If we're not playing, say Jamaica decide not to play out the back, or Man City decide not to play out the back, if you hit the ball up the field and you get into the attack, you have to have patience. You have to circulate the ball. You can't just get the ball in the attack and rush the attack like that. That's going to turn the game into a transitional game. If you realize when you watch Arsenal, Man City, and those teams play, they play very patient. The ball goes to the wing, they swing it again to the next side, they swing it again to the other side. You don't just get the ball to the left wing and you think 1v1 now. Oh, let me go 1v1. Nah, you're not an engine. You could be tired. The players can be tired. You have to manage the game, the transitional part of the game too. So the counter pressing part now is where if the ball is high, it's setting up in a way where you could always win the ball back. If the ball is high and the center back goes deep, not the center back, the striker goes deep and the center back, the two center backs are at the half line with one guy. There's no winger, then there's no winger. The winger goes back to defend to help support. Then the right back and the left back can come in to nobody and push height with the one striker, and that's counter pressing. That's how you counter press the teams. You know what I'm saying? But those things are just, the guys know these things. I feel like the top, the elite guys, the team guys that play possessional teams, and this is how we want to see our country play. And these are things that we have to start aligning, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because winning back the ball in the attack is what you need. That's what's gonna make you be able to succeed more. Liverpool wins the ball in the attack a lot because their press is good. They press good. Their counter press is good. Man City does that good. Arsenal does that good. Their counter pressing is good. Their build-up phase is good. You know what I'm saying? Those type of stuff.
You said some very important part. This is why I like the Liverpool new coach now. He plays similar to Pep and Arteta. Control the game. Normally, Liverpool can see a lot of counter-attacking goals because they were quick. One when they turn over the ball, they left open. Teams score a lot of goals, transition, counter-attacking goals for Liverpool because they're playing fast. They want to get it. Now, they're more composed.
Yeah.
They're patient to go forward. They're patient to build up. That's a similar thing that Arsenal do. And that is why this Liverpool team is more dangerous this year.
I agree. Fully agree. And that's like I'm saying, like, for me, I'm playing in the USL Championship. And if anybody watches my team play, you see the level patience that I play with and my opposite center back plays with. Because that's the first thing, as I was telling you. Playing proper football, you have to have the patience. People say football, oh, move the ball fast. You know, when you're going up there, like, move the ball fast. You need to pass the ball fast. Move fast. Do this fast. When you watch Man City and them play, you never see a center back push his foot on the ball. When you watch Arsenal, you never see Gabriel and them just relax and slow down completely. You know why is that? Because the opponent hasn't manipulated nobody yet. So why is he gonna pass the ball to somebody when everyone is being marked? It's things like that. You can't just ball speed. There's a moment when you slow down and a moment when you speed it up. If the ball starts on the strong side and you have the team pinned and you break the line and it comes back to the opposite center back, once the ball is going to the weak side, that's when you have to like speed it up a little bit. But from the first phase where you're starting to play, you don't need to speed up the play. You need to manipulate the team and break them down. And you don't have to rush that. That comes with patience. If you want to play football, you have to be patient. You have to put your foot on the ball. You have to be able to play under pressure and recognizing where the players are. Recognizing the numerical superiority of the 2v1s and the 3v2s, stuff like that. That's all it takes. You have to be patient if you want to play football, and it starts in the backline. I can't emphasize that.
So what about when you don't have a good midfield? You use pattern of play to play out from the midfield and to create, to come out of the defensive play.
I mean, if you don't have a good midfield, meaning a 6, an attacking midfield, it just depends. For me personally, from experience, it depends on the player, the level of creativity. Because when the player gets that ball now, he could make magic. He could do. You have different players, you have tacklers, you have guys that could break lines, you have guys that could do something outside the norm that a next player doesn't see. But the only reason is to get the player on the ball, being free, which would be the player being in the weak side and not the strong side. But that, I'm not saying you have to have the best midfielder to do that. What you need to have is identity. You have to have a very good identity, because you could be a simple player and still do the same job as a magic player once the ball is playing in the proper way. But sometimes you need a little bit of creativity to do something different. You know, that little spark, something in the moment when it's tight. You do need that at times. But in the first line and breaking the first line to start playing the football, you have to have confidence and patience. And that's where it starts from. The magic comes after you break the first line. After you break the first line, that's the first press. That's when the midfielders can do their magic. That's when they have the freedom to do what they want. You get what I'm saying?
You make some valid point, and we have to go back to the drawing board and the knowledge, man. Youngster, how old are you, man?
25.
25. My brethren, the knowledge we have for the game, brethren. And this is what I tell people all the time. We need some more players who's smart. Because it's not about just running up on the pitch. You need players who's smart. And people, I am sitting here writing Zidan, and he's one of these players that's smart, understand the game, know what it takes to play at the high level. And sometimes you hear people criticize the USL and the MLS and all of this stuff, but sometimes it's not where you play. The knowledge that you have, you can bring to the team and to make a difference, right? Because we have good players, but we don't create a lot of 1v1 with our wingers, right? And you make some point and just a picture. How many times our centre back invite the pressure, not to where the man are going to take away the ball and score it.
Yeah,
but to
being confident.
Spread. When I say Van Dijk and them man, this and Alice them man, this hold the ball, this. And look here, you see them and press them in the box. Them never get confused. Them never get GG and to kick away the ball. They just pass it across the goal and they move on. Them two wing backs. And one of the things that I don't like with our team, with the Jamaican team, we don't use the line. We don't use the line, we don't use the pitch. And you must know this, bro. Tell them how many players they need to bring out that ball from the back.
How many players?
Yeah, how many players they need. I always tell people that how many Jamaican play, like majority of play them in our half. We don't have any speed. to operate how we want to bring out the ball from the back.
Yeah.
For me, how I learn the game, my two wingers them, wide, bringing back the opponent team and to spread the pitch. One of the midfielder them, either one go or one go stay. Right? Wing back, a little bit width, giving out the width of the pace. And the man who is playing the ball, either the goalkeeper playing it to eat and pin up, have to be compatible and be patient. And the goalkeeper is important. How I'm going to receive the ball, to play out the ball outside. And we don't really see that with the Jamaican team. We're scared and it come back down to the coach. But you know one of the questions I'm going to ask you, how long it take from you playing professional football and a new coach coming in, right? How long it take for a coach to? You have the player identify what the coach wants. And how long it take for you to see the fruits bear?
I mean, this coach, so my team that I'm at right now,
yeah,
he came in February, you know.
Tell the people them their team, man. You keep on saying this team, tell the people the name of it.
Las Vegas Lights. We play in the USL Championship. So this coach, he came in February, and immediately he already had the identity of how he wanted to play, manipulating the strikers, playing possession football. And he said from the start, he's bringing in players that has that personnel of wanting to play positional football. Because now the thing is, like, if I give you guys some knowledge, if I want to go to professional, I want to go somewhere bigger, right?
Yeah.
Every team has an identity of how they play professionally. Like I was telling you guys when I went to college, some team plays low block, some team plays possessional, some teams play counter-attacking football. So as a center back, everyone has a different personnel. Every player has a different ability. You have center backs that is very good, but they're not possessional center backs. You have center backs that are very good, but they're only good at tackling. You have center backs that are very good, but they're only good defensively. You have center backs that are very good, but they're very good all around. And you will still see these players make it pro because you have teams that this is the only thing they need you for. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, it's not always gonna be like, oh, you like you're gonna play this way. I'm bringing you in. Like I'm saying, my coach came in from the jump and he brought players that's gonna play possessional football. He never brought players that didn't like keeping the ball or doesn't have the personality of keeping the ball. You know what I'm saying? So from the get-go, he said that his identity was always building out the back, stuff like that. We did drills every day. When we played games, we emphasized on it. I remember when we started in preseason, we got conceded because we were passing the ball out in the back. And the center back, the six got picked in one of them. And that comes with building, and having trust in what you're trying to do. Sometimes mistakes are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But you have to build. You have to keep going. You can't just drift from it. And right now, it's evident in the USL Championship that my team is one of the teams that, coming from a team last year that's from the bottom of the league with new owners and stuff right now, we're one of the best possessional teams in the league. We keep the ball the most. And teams press us. You have times when teams press us like mad press us. And we will still break them down.
Big up to all of the people down in the comment section. I appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. We have the young Reggae Boyz in the building, sharing some knowledge when it come out to play, when it come out to different type of players. And I want the viewers to do me a favor. If you haven't liked the video as yet, like the video, put it on Elite Sports TV where I'm back. Hit the like button. Big up to all of the people who become channel member. Appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. We have almost 500 of you guys in the chat. People, let's smash the like button and let us. I'm going to open the phone line and you guys can have conversation with the coach based on what the players have said to us. We are crying for attacking football. Do we really have the personality to do what we want to do as fans? Are we just watching Liverpool team and say, boy, and that team they want to play like Jamaica, to play like and this and that and all of them things there. But let's go to the phone line. The phone line is open. Zidan, So, Gala, good evening. Welcome to the show. Speaking with Ryan
Yeah, man.
LFC and the young reggae boy Zidan live and here. What do you have to say about with the play?
Yeah, man. Well, exceptional, man. No, well from our few days. I don't know if you remember me, but Dan my name, you see me. I'm only playing the grassroots thing Harborview coming up. But they leave Harborview under 30. Oh, well, I want good youth. I mean, you saw him speak and everything, like he carry himself well and things, and good personality, honestly. So to see where him there right now and go through the ranks and JC and overseas, great. That him set a good example for other youths. Be able to promote him, we are watching him from JC days. Everything we matter about the football, like it's true, real. You know what I mean? And but me did want to ask him like a question, like what him go through the development of one of youth, where him think what the problem why Jamaica we can't develop good midfielders. What is that? Why is that so? Can't develop at least 3 midfielder, proper midfielder we can be at least close to world class or world class.
Ryan Owen, you can answer to that.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't say that we don't have quality midfielders. You know, I think the country do have quality midfielders, but what happens sometimes is the exposure that we get and the knowledge that we get and reaching a certain age that limit us from being that type of player that people actually want us to be. You know, like if like I was saying earlier, if we could get the opportunity to go to England at 15 and 16 years old, I'm telling you, like these players would be different because you have players who play midfield for Jamaica are in the Jamaica Premier League that is a good player, but they don't get the knowledge and the coaching to take their game to the next level because it's just not there. Like the feel is a factor in Jamaica. The coaches, they're not bad, but there's also a different level and different knowledge that you get from different exposure and different experience in different teams and stuff like I have, you know. So it all comes down to like the feel and just these players getting those opportunities from a younger age to bring fruitfulness to their ability because they have the ability, but they get stuck in Jamaica because, like I said, our passport has no value and it's a third world country. So even if you have the ability, you could only play Manning Cup. You could only go and play the Premier League. That the marketing is not as strong for that player to go and develop to the next level, to get his IQ up to the next level, to get his tactical side of him better at 16 years old. You know, so that's what we missed out on. But we are very athletic. We work very hard, and that's what we have within us. But the tactical side of the game is what we miss out on because at the next level is just totally different. It's not really that we don't have the ability. It's the opportunity that we missed out on growing up as youngsters. We don't have that leverage like the European players does.
Good, that's good. Like now we in the 21st century, you know what I mean? Everything is televised. A lot of information is now like in the eyes of everybody. Everybody can go read, watch videos and everything and get knowledge about the football. So if a player really don't get like a opportunity to go overseas or to go England or in Europe, like what do you think we can do like to see a youth at age 10, I will see him, but he may really get that exposure to go overseas. What do you think we can do better in Jamaica so these youths can develop better? We have the knowledge. So the knowledge is like you have the knowledge, and you can share your knowledge what you have about the development and everything. But in Jamaica, what we can do, see if these players really get the opportunity to go overseas and where them can stay at the level same way and develop that thing on the field, the awareness on the field as a midfielder, the scanning, everything. And I think it can happen. What you think we can do about that as a youth that go through the system?
I mean, the only thing I would say is just bring visibility to the country and marketing. Visibility is one of the key things in a player reaching his full potential. Is him getting that visibility to be exposed to the person that can take his game to the next level, or the club or the team that can do it. So right now I feel like we are in a better position because you have the Liam Bailey, you have the Whisper, you have those guys that are in the bigger leagues. You have the Dixon that's in England right now. Those guys are the ones who's gonna make eyes come back to the country based off their performance, and it's already happening, as you can see with Liam Bailey, who started it. That's gonna bring more people to the country to see the talent and then take these players out from a tender age, because Jamaica don't have the infrastructure or the facilities to get the players to the next level. So they have to leave from those ages. So I feel like just visibility and marketing strategies, if we can do that better, then I feel like it would be better for these youngsters to go places.
Great.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
the
man,
finish.
that's really the main question then with the Hawks around the midfield area. But you know what I mean?
So now you get to
The one-
understand, say, you need good centre back, play out from the back, comfortable from the ball. When pressure come, reach them still can manipulate the press and give the midfielder them option.
Yeah, I think we have good centre backs can do that. I think we have good centre backs can do that, you know. Right in the comments, like we have a centre back league of one. I don't remember his name. 3 seasons only. Him just gone to Brentford. I don't think him better than Ethan Pinnock that we have. That he can pass out the ball good. You see that Pinnock is very composed on the ball. It's just merely the structure the coach had coming in the team. You know what I mean? As always say, the structure and the movements of the player. We think we have all of the players and we can do a simple thing because we see all of the small island them a do the simple ball game. Them look pretty on the ball. Cuba can pass out them ball good. Um, you see it with the Honduras team. You know what I mean? It's just when we book like a big team, we like I don't know, or we go under pressure and with the players and in the training. I think they not get enough training like that or to practice with each another when them buck up like instantly when them come on the training. When them get much days them get for training 8 days or 6 days before the match like no.
No,
So
we are
I
playing
think
Friday, so we get 4 days.
yeah, I think the coach who is coaching them need to practice on that and the players them would have get that and I would understand each other more from the centre back here. You have certain clippings like with Gravenberg, Liverpool our team. So they have a couple of drills where you can use how to build the awareness of the players them like you know what I mean? And we'll see a couple of clippings where them use with Gravenberg and the training where them a pass on the ball, him in the middle of the field, I take the touches and all of them thing there. And our players are professional. They're playing in a like championship, Premier League. And I think they have the ability can do it, but maybe not as high as certain players. But coming playing for Jamaica, we not gonna play like the biggest set of team. You know what I mean? We're in a zone or a area where we're not gonna play a certain country. So we need to play them type of ball game upon the Cuba. I practice from now on. We'll get them chance here. I practice the pattern of play from now. You know what I mean? And I think everything always say like is really like you must speak the facts. You have the knowledge. You see me? And you must get the teachings and we need the rest of players them, senior players them in the team need to take up them thing here like reason as a team and see what them are going wrong with the coach and reason with the coach as well, like McLaren, reason with him and say, oh, you know, so this need to fix up. Watch back on some clippings where them go wrong in the cope and them thing there. So we have seen a players in at the age of 30, 27, them age, them need, they are professionals, and I think them need to take it up on them and as well. So for play some ball game to make them look good. Not only we as the fans, but for them ball game to look good on the field. You get what I say? And they need for time I get short now, and they need to practice them thing here, come together and talk as a team, and that need more than the team. I will need leaders them to step up now, just like we are the fans them, YouTubers them step up and do certain things and see certain things. Players them need to step up now, reason with the coach and make certain moves, make the ball game look better on the field. As they represent we internationally, and the fans them must see what go on. I will be in talk about the ball game. One, give us something. Come together, all of them. Malik Powell, one of them. Him say wants being on the team. Them feel like him reach at a level where he want being on the team. So
Left it there, Carl. Left it there, sir. Big up
yeah.
yourself, yeah? No respect, man. Big up to all of the people them down in the comment section. Big up yourself, Odari. No respect. People, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. People, come from underneath in the bed and hit the like button. Now, we have Coach Pep Guardiola join the program. Sorry, missed so much of these great knowledge that Zidan bring to the program tonight. I don't know if you were watching or you were listening. Where you were listening, Coach Acosta?
Yes, I was listening at the beginning there. Who's Zidan now? This
Zidan.
one right?
Yes, man. Former Reggae Boyz player. Not former. Still playing. He's 25 years old. He played about 6 games for the Jamaica senior men's team. He played defense and also defender and also he play right back.
Good evening and greetings.
You mute, Zidan.
Am I mute? Can you hear me? Microphone check.
No, I'm yes, Zidan. You're okay now. Yeah, everything is good.
Everything's good? Okay. Well, I was saying greetings, Mr. Zidan. Mr.
Good
Hall.
evening.
What do they call you? They call you Zidan or something else?
Ryan call him Zidan, you call me Owen or Malik, either one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, Bala. How you doing, man? Pick up yourself, man.
Good.
As always, anybody that represent Jamaica, we appreciate your service and representing our country.
Appreciate
Well
it.
done. Well done. So Ryan, I can't stay too late tonight now.
Yeah, man. Whenever you're ready, you can leave, man. Whenever you're ready, you can leave.
All right, good night, folks. All right. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So, Zidan, the question I may ask you, what your coach tell you? Because your team play position football. When do you lose the ball and you guys made a mistake and concede? What are some of the things that the coach said to you guys?
I mean, if we get conceded, like, all right, we played 10 games. Some of the goals that we were conceding wasn't until the other day we conceded a back defending goal where we had to be better doing better in the box. Before it was like a missed turnover, like playing out striker gets the ball free, hitting it from half line. Like if you check the stats, team throw a lot of those goals on us. Because like I said, sometimes we press really high for the corner press. But the coach, if something isn't going well, it just depends on the game and the dynamic that is given. Like sometimes we are getting trapped on the strong side and we're still forcing the ball on the strong side. So you tell us, hey, we need to be finding the weak side more. The weak side, the pocket, the weak side 10 is the open guy. So we need to find that guy more because sometimes we're penetrating the strong side too much, or we break the team down, we get into the attack, but we're not being patient. Like we're trying to do it too fast instead of being more relaxed and circulate the ball a little bit more in the final third. So sometimes those are the things that affects my team, and then teams try to catch us on counter attacks. It's not necessarily that we really get breakdown because, like I said, we are the one at the ball. So sometimes it's like we're high, we rush an attack, and the team hits a ball. The team has a good winger. The winger gets his job with the defender. He comes out successful, and the team get a goal. It happens sometimes, you know. So It's just stuff like that he would say to us. Nothing much to do, because we're always in control of the games all the time.
Over to you, coach. Pep Guardiola.
All right. So what was the question?
No man. We are doing an interview, bro.
You're doing
You
it. Oh,
know,
so I'm interviewing a young man. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen.
we're having
I've
a conversation. Not
yes. Not really. Okay. I understand. Listen. One of the you grew in Jamaica, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it so hard for a lot of Jamaicans who are very talented, have the skill and the athleticism, everything else, to transition, especially in like MLS, USL, and over in Europe?
Why is it so difficult for us to
Ye-
transition?
Yes, I see a lot of ballers with a lot of talent come and now they're languishing on the bench for a lot of these sides, especially over here in the US.
I mean, like I said, for me, I understand what you're saying. Sometimes we weren't developed as we were supposed to. So some of these European players do get the cut above us in some essence. Like that's one of the reason. Also, some of the other reason is the reason why we don't get opportunities because of the passports. The players who do get in, it's the agent, it's the negotiation, it's the opportunity, they have the ability, they get in. But then now when they come and they have to be doing the simple thing or the consistency of doing the right thing, playing the correct foot, being in the right position, being tactically smart, being tactically aware of stuff, sometimes they missed out on that because they weren't taught those things when they were growing up. So they missed out on it in their younger stages or their youth development. So when they come to the higher level, they already missed out on that, and they can't teach that at that moment because the coach has a game. The coach cannot teach you this. You know what I'm saying? The coach is trying to win a game. His tactics is to win games. Coaches in the professional level, U23s, they're not teaching you stuff. The teaching stuff is when you're 18 and under, 16 and under. So when you come into the team, if you're not performing or you're not doing something tactically smart or you're not clean with the ball, you're not passing the ball with the correct feet every single time, you're not doing the right way, you're making bad decisions. It's just that we miss, sometimes we as Jamaican players, we don't get that privilege. We get missed out on certain opportunities. We don't have the correct field. We don't have the infrastructure. People don't have the money to support us. It's hard. So sometimes when we do get the opportunity, you find that we struggle. But sometimes that's the adversity that it comes with. You struggle. You have to. Me personally, I take notes and stuff. When my coach talk, I try to go home, listen, improve. When I do stuff in training, I try to be better. If I make a mistake, I try not to make the same mistake again. That's key. You can't make the same mistake twice. You know, if I do something wrong, I try to improve. So that sometimes that's also something you have to do. You can't have too much ego in the football. You have to be humble and know that, bro, I still need to improve. I still need to improve. I still have dreams. I still have aspirations. But you still have to find that humility where, bro, I messed up. Bro, I wasn't good today. I wasn't clean today. You have to go back home and realize why you weren't clean today, why you weren't doing this properly, and try not to do it again. Those are the stuff that even though when you get the opportunity, you still have to go back home and analyze those things because you can't get too high as well as you can't get too low. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be out of the team just like that. They don't use you anymore because we're talking about professionalism.
Okay, one question is how coachable are most Jamaicans coming off the island? Willing, ready to accept instructions from foreign coaches, Europe, America, Canada, wherever. How coachable would you say most Jamaican ballers are? Or what, like what you said, the ego is an obstacle to them being coachable and taking the information the coach wants to give.
I mean, there's a difference between every player. Every player is different, so I can't vouch for every player. But most Jamaicans, I would say sometimes coaches will say they have difficulty with us. I don't know. Give us we take the bad note, but I mean, personally, I can't vouch for everybody. Everybody has a different persona. Everybody was brought up different. Everybody was raised in a different community. Everybody has different understanding. Everybody is being spoke to a specific way and stuff like that. But you still have to kick in. You have to be professional. If he's the coach, he's the coach. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm very coachable. I'm open to learning every single time, open to improve every single time. So if the coach tell me to do something, there's no rebutting it. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Whereas every Jamaican, I can't vouch for every Jamaican or every player that's got an opportunity. I can't do that.
Have you ever heard the term, a player said, let me play my game? I said, tell a coach to let him play his game.
I mean, you know what's really funny? As you said that to me right now, I remember I'm at this team, and the other day I was coming home, driving home, and something came in my head, like clicked to me. You know what you're saying, Jamaican players just now, it came back to me. It's not even Jamaican players. It's everywhere. Because at my team there was a guy, he's from France, and it's my first contract, so this is my rookie year. And I could say, like, one day I heard him say something to the coach. And you know, when you're youngsters growing up, like people, you guys know when you're growing up, and we as Jamaicans, you should respect your elders, you should respect who's in charge. You know, that's what they tell us when we're growing up, like as kids in Jamaica, like. But and when you're a kid and you're trying to be a professional, you would think like these professional guys, like they have so much respect for the coach. But let me tell you, I'm not afraid. I don't lie. But I've seen players talk to coaches, and you're like, who is in charge right here? And they're not Jamaican. They're from European countries. They're bashing the coaches, and you're like, bro, why are you talking to the coach like that? And for you as a rookie player like me, I'm looking back and I'm like, bro, how's he talking to the coach like that, bro? I think you're supposed to have respect. But sometimes they don't have respect. So it's not just Jamaican players. You have European guys, like French guys, English guys that go at coaches in practices, smack the ball away, curse their words and stuff. It's not just Jamaican players that does that.
Oh, so you're basically saying this generation of players, the
Yeah.
ability, yeah, because I've experienced that when I coach, a lot of ballers come, not just Jamaican, a lot of Caribbeans and other players, like you said, from France and things, and their unwillingness to adapt to the club and the culture and the structure of the club is what really sends most of them back home. And I had to speak to one. It was a Jamaican, a 17-year-old, very talented, fast, can finish, have a nose for the goal type thing. But he used to try to tell the coach, let him play my game. Let me play my game. And I had to pull him aside. I said, so you want the owner, the management, the coaching staff, the support staff, the other players, all to conform to you, the 17-year-old, who just come into the team, rather than you adapt your game to the team. And I saw that as the disconnect. And I said, if you come in with that attitude, no matter what team you go into, and just to be more specific, in this situation, right, we had a leading goal scorer in the league, right? For the and he was also 17 years old. And he came in there, and those two 17-year-olds, the American one and Jamaican one, they couldn't get along. But everybody's support and the coaching staff was behind the 17-year-old that's the leading goal scorer in the league. Even though the Jamaican one is talented too, he didn't understand about waiting your turn. And I had to explain to him about waiting your turn, meaning that when you come to a club and they have a big striker they already invested in, right? You cannot do what this player did and start to hate on him and dislike and not passing the ball, because they refused to pass each other the ball at one point. You understand? Which disrupted the team and the chemistry of the team. And I had to explain to him, normally what happens when you're new into a ball club and you have a big striker, you do everything to make that striker look good. You set him up, you do what, and whatever you can pick up, you pick up your goals and things like that. Because what you want a club to do is sell that striker on, and then you become the man. But you've shown the coaching staff and everybody else, all the scouts up there, that you're willing to adapt your game and adjust your game. You understand? You're not trying to force things. And it's not all about you. Because that kind of selfish attitude, I say, stops a lot of talented ballers from really achieving their goals. Have you run into those kind of things?
I mean, to be honest with you, our next thing is, I feel like I can slightly agree with you. I feel like one of the biggest things that we as Jamaican players, like when I look back, something we have to really think about is the Manning Cup. I mean, when I went to college, like it's a thing where you feel like you're on top of the world when you're playing Manning Cup, and that's not the case in the next level. And that's what happens, like playing Manning Cup, you feel like you're very good. So when you go other places, you don't understand the pool of players that you're up against. The French guys, the Belgian guys, the German guys, the English guys, the Spain guys, the Denmark guys, the African guys. It's a lot of other people. So then at that point in time, you have to realize, bro, I'm nobody. I need to be somebody. So sometimes I feel like the Manning Cup gave some of us, or some of these players, all of us, this ego that make us feel like we're so good. So when we go places, probably sometimes that's what happens. But in the real world, and from experience right now going to college, you're nobody yet, because when you come to college, you're gonna realize you're playing against there's 100 to 200 different colleges, and you have over 24 players to 30 on a roster. And I'm telling you, there's Spain, England guys on those teams that are mad good looking for a spot to make professionally. So you coming from Little Jamaica and feeling like you come in somewhere that because you play Manning Cup or you win Manning Cup, you're good. Nah, fam. Some guys don't even know what Manning Cup is in Europe. That's nothing, fam. You know, so sometimes I feel like we get carried away by that, and that's something that we as Jamaican have to start realizing, like it's just a stepping stone. It's not much yet. In the country it is, but outside the country, you're nobody. You're going up against more than a lot of people, fam. That is nothing.
So earlier I heard you talk about the things that Jamaican ballers are lacking at early ages. When I went down there, I went to Jamaica back in March, right? And I did a couple clinics and things to really get a lay of the land. And I've been going for the last 3 years to try to figure out what is the problem. And I see the disconnect that's going on. When our Jamaican players are 5, 6, and 7, we don't learn the foot skills necessary to be two-footed players. You understand? To be aware of the field. We're just ball watchers at that age. And for coaches up here now, Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes, man, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Oh yeah, that buzzing sound finally gone. I don't know what that was.
No, man, it was Zidan. When you see it, Zidan, I don't know if I'm fun or something, but that nice keeper mate. That's why I'm mute Zidan when him not talking.
Oh, okay, when he's not talking. Okay, understood. Yeah. So what the disconnect I saw was the lack of tactical awareness from an early age. Just like the baller just said. You understand, Ryan? They were not when the kids up in America and as far as I know, Europe and Canada, they're learning to be aware. And all of you doing is you're looking up and you're scanning and you're reading the game and you're reacting. You read and react to the match. All we do is go fifth gear. I'd say football is like playing in speeds, right? You can go from first gear to fifth gear. But Jamaicans just long ball and fifth gear. Everything is hard, bum, bum, bum. Rather than slowing the game down to second gear, doing a combination or doing and then go back up to fifth gear, and we just don't do it. And then to be able to include our teammates in the game, and the baller. Have you ever heard Mr. Howell? What makes a good player a great player? Did he hear me? Ryan, is he still muted?
No.
I can't hear him. Baller, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm saying, what is that?
I said, what makes a good player into a great player?
What makes a good player into a great player?
Yes.
Desire, passion.
No, it's something Michael Jordan says.
I don't know.
It's ability to make his teammates better. That means his awareness is such a high level. He knows when to shoot for himself. He knows when to pass, lay the ball off, do it, and then motivate others, include each other in the match. So the team as a whole is much healthier. So I used to challenge some of my players. I said, go out there. Who wants to be great today? Because everybody said I'm a good player, but who wants to be great? And when I tell him that definition, that a good player is a great player when he makes his teammates better, when he makes his entire team better by his unselfish play and smart play. He shoots when he's supposed to shoot, and pass when he's supposed to pass. You understand?
Yeah.
It's not everything you're supposed to just... remember now some players off balance? Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been in a situation, you're at the back post, and you're wide open, and your teammate have the ball, and him slam the ball right into the goalkeeper belly, and all you have to do is square the ball for you, a tap and goal. Has that happened to you?
No, but I know what you're talking about. That means...
So you never been open at the back post, and nobody done pass you the ball? No. Oh, you're a defender. Forget say you're a defender. You're a defender, but you're supposed to be overlapping and getting an attack.
Yeah.
It's probably
me passing the ball to the guy at the back post.
No, man, you're supposed to overlap and get the attack, outnumber them people. And then next thing you know, you're surprised to the box when you arrive for finish, when they find it. But the thing about it is everybody are so keen on trying to shoot and score that they lose their awareness and ability to set their teammates up. You have to have the ability to recognize when your opportunity to score has gone. Your chance of scoring have gone way down. Now you must turn provider and set one of your teammates up. And instead of doing that have that kind of mentality, we have this, good try. Everybody just slam the ball at the keeper, slam it inside netting. Not the awareness, when they give up. And I saw that brilliantly done on who I was watching Newcastle, and Isaac was at the back post, and the man do all the work and just square the ball to Isaac for a tapping goal. And everybody hug up Isaac. I said, no, the person that assisted that one is supposed to be hugging up, because that's a brilliant, unselfish play that made his teammates better. So what do you think? Have you made your teammates better, or you think you have to work on that?
No, I feel like I'm the guy who likes doing the dirty work, because like I was telling my friend the other day in the bus, he asked me, bro, you rather playing right back? I'm like, bro, to be honest, right now I love defending. Like when I'm defending and we get into the final third for counter press, I'm ready to win the ball back, to give it right back to my attacker for them to go and get the job done. So I'm the guy who I'm the team player.
Okay.
I want those attackers to go get the job done when we're defending, win that ball and give it to them, because they're the one who's gonna make the magic happen in the goal score, not me. My job is to defend. So whatever costs, if they lose the ball sometime, sometimes you would bicker at them. I don't bicker at them. I just work. This is what I do. This is where I show myself. This is where I show my ability. I'm defending.
Yeah, go back to your defending now. Coming off the island, defending corner kicks, defending set pieces, and defending overall. How much did you learn, or how much did you have to learn once you got to overseas?
I think defending a set piece is a lot of variables to it, where it depends on what the coach or the set piece coach gives you for instruction. I think one of the main thing is when you're in Manning Cup. I never played the Premier League, so I could only vouch for Manning Cup. The coach sets you up in that era. In Manning Cup, you're probably a less hesitant in certain situations. But as you get older, and you're playing in a professional level, and the coach sets you up, you have to know, if you're marking this guy, you have to be top tight. You have to make sure you're on this guy. If you're in the box, you have to make sure you're aggressive and winning that first ball and getting the ball up and getting the line up, and getting organized again. So that's the difference. But it's not like it's emphasized a lot in Jamaica, set pieces like corner kick, stuff like that, like it is in a professional level. Because in a professional level, teams score on restarts, and every restart you have to be alert and aware. A restart is the terminology that the teams use when there's a throw in, a free kick, once the ball is dead. So that's an opportunity that a lot of professional teams scores on. Like, it's a high percentage that a chance is going to be created, and that's where you have to be really more alert and awake, and be demanding of your other players around you.
Did you learn it? I'm sorry. Did you learn the block tackle on the island or up in America? Block tackle.
Blocked.
A 50-50 ball, you and if are going to it, and you come in with a strong block tackle as opposed to the flimsy tackle where you put in and get your ankle broke. Because when I went on the island, nobody's teaching block tackle zone in Jamaica, the youth level. They don't challenge for the ball properly with the proper weight, commitment, and inside of the foot, stiff ankle, and win the ball.
Yeah.
A 50-50 ball. And I just, one of the things defensively, I did notice that. Marking on set pieces, especially corner kicks. When you viewers and subscribers, when they're seeing in Europe, everybody, them actually mugging the person defending, hugging them, and you understand? That's how tight marking is. When I go to Jamaica, I saw it was very loose marking. Nobody's really, and then when I saw the under 20 teams give up certain goals because of loose marking on corner kicks, I was saying, what are they teaching on the island? So what is the disconnect in your opinion? Is it just coaching?
Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on. Double. Just finish your question. And
yeah, and then let me man. Okay. Is it strictly I'm sorry, Ryan. Is it strictly the coaching or the way the thing is set up? The Jamaican football setup? Because I've called for a rethinking of the Jamaican football calendar. When does Manning Cup play? When does Jamaica start? So they don't compete against each other. Then they have a league in the spring that features under 19 and below or under 18 and below players with their own league and their own playoffs and cup and title. Like, go run through the spring into the summertime. But I don't know the football calendar in Jamaica that well enough to understand. But smarter people than me that understand it can come together and revamp the football. So Jamaican football players are playing not 4 to 6 months a year, but at least 9 months, and then of course the more talented one, not everybody, but the top 10% are playing 11 months out the year as youth on the island.
Okay. We have a caller. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the show, Mr. United.
Good evening, Mr. Ryan. How are you, sir?
I'm here, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good evening, Mr. Dacosta, and good evening, Zidan. Zidan,
Good evening.
I'm listening to you, right? I hear you speak something good about Jamaica, right? You spoke about we have Jamaica football. I hear that's it, right?
Huh? I didn't hear what you said.
You spoke highly of Jamaica schoolboy football, like you said, Manning Cup. You know, it's a good level of football. You said that, right?
It's the next it's the best thing for us as youngsters to market ourselves.
Right. You know what I noticed? Like you can come and you are now playing at the USL and the coach beside you, right? This coach, he never have anything good to say about Jamaica. Mr. Dacosta will find the problem, every solution for Jamaica football. So Mr. Dacosta, since the young man talk and we know him play at the USL, right? And we know he went to what high school you went to, young man?
Jamaica College.
Jamaica College. Can you give us something about your resume, Mr. Dacosta? Like where you coach?
Double. What we have a proper show tonight, Double, but you come with them madness, brother. Why you come on the program, Double? And we talk about this resume you gone back down there so for disrupt the show.
No,
we have a good conversation, Double. Where you gone down there to go do, brother?
But Mr. Johnson, I stand
not
corrected.
Mr. Johnson, brother. Stop the foolishness, brother. Where you come with this resume thing, brother? What time we talk about resume, we gone past that, brother. Where you come this to the floor, you're not bringing nothing sensible to the thing, brother. But you come to confuse us.
Ryan, may I say something for Dub Up? Say another word. Okay, Mr. Dub Up, you can be, all of them can be cheerleaders and this and that. I'm here to volunteer my services to try to fix a problem that's systemic throughout Jamaican football. And it's not going to be glowing and flowery talk that's going to fix it. It's going to be real people getting serious about ball and have serious answers to the solution. Finding out where the problems are and giving solutions with constructive criticism of it. And everything is not negative. Somebody have to point out what's wrong, and so we can start to address the problems. And I've been doing that for the last 3 years. What have you done about it other than give lip service to it?
Okay. Well, for the record, sir, I'm not a football person, but I am helping with a non-profit organization. But as again, sir, all I ask is that this young man said he played at JC and he played at USL, so he has a right to talk. But nobody know where you coach, and you have this big opinion like you can fix everything.
Stop them thing there, brother, and this is yes, brother. Look later, brother. Look later.
All right, but
yeah.
All right, bye.
I can't believe said the man have nothing to say.
2 years ago, he said the same thing. And
hold on, Mr. Dacosta. Bro, the playing time thing over, brother. We're on Elite Sports TV, brother. Brother, we have such a great conversation, brother. The man come and broke it with adding nothing, brother. Look like Mr. United love the problem, brother. What's wrong with Mr. United? Jesus Christ, man. Oh my days, man, Mr. United. Like them set up on Dacosta, brother. After we're having a good footballing discussion, brother. The man call into the program and stir up honestness. Come on, man. Sure.
Ryan, you see, one of my let me say something for Mr. Howell. One of my things, I'm solution based, solution based, right? I want to try to find solutions to these problems. So when I come on and point out the flaws of this thing, it's not that I'm trying to be negative. I mean, but that's what we need. We have enough people cheerleading and defending certain things, and I think the structure by the JFF is fundamentally flawed. And instead of attacking me, who's pointing out the flaws, they don't attack the actual cause of the disease, which is JFF, lack of a youth structure on the island, a youth academy. Where's the Jamaican Youth Football Academy?
Coach, I want us to focus, because we have the young man here.
Yes. Okay.
Don't want to get the youth in a problem, because we have to protect what gets.
Yes, right? Sir. Yes, so sir.
If the man them don't have nothing to say tonight, nobody call in and disrupt. Can we have a good conversation? Thing I go so sweet, brother, and the man just come.
Yeah.
Story of Acosta. Stop
Can
it,
I
man.
ask, can I ask Mr. Hole something? Mr. Hole,
Hold the question, me have a caller,
what?
and then ask him the question, and then who
Then
will
caller.
yeah.
Would you like to see the youth football thing more structured and more competitive in Jamaica?
To be honest, yes, I would, but Mr. Da Costa, what you have to take into consideration, I can't really say it's easy for Jamaica to do the stuff that we demand Jamaica to do. Like the caller asked, the first caller, what's making the midfielders get opportunity? I said visibility. Jamaica doesn't really have a lot of money. We're a third world country. That's one of the biggest issues. We don't have a lot of academies because we can't raise a lot of money. So it's gonna always be challenging for us to make a wonder kid every single time or have stuff just organized all the time. So if we could bring visibility from scouts, coaches in Europe by Leon Bailey and then performance, Dujan Whisper, Kanye Dixon, and then doing well on the higher stage, that will bring light to Jamaica to take these players with what we have. Because sometimes the biggest thing is we're comparing ourselves with first world countries. We're not a first world country. We can't afford things like them. We can't afford academies like them. So it's going to always be challenges. Coaches want to get a UEFA license, but it's not cheap to get a UEFA license. So the coach have to work with what he can afford. So if his knowledge is at CONCACAF level, then he's going to be able to coach the kids at the CONCACAF level. So that's the reason why I would say to bring visibility to the players is the best thing for players, for scouts and coaches to come and get these players and see them and take them out of the country, because it's not very easy to do that. For me, when I played under 20, we had a tremendous under 20 run where we got knocked out by goal difference to Mexico. I was not prepared for the tournament like this under 20 team was. This under 20 team, with the amount of pressure I feel like we're giving JFF, they were very much more prepared than my team was when I played. But it comes with the passion, it comes with the ability, it comes with the work ethics, discipline, and the organization and the talent within the group itself. Those things play a factor too, because sometimes at those stages, when it's very young, it's not so much tactical as you think it is at that stage. It's more developing regardless. That's still in the development phase. So you can find a team beat a team that's very tactical with speed and aggression and power, because they have that more than the next team, and being disciplined defensively, and they can't break them down. Like when I played, my team wasn't coached for that under 20 tournament. I wasn't prepared for that under 20 tournament. I went from college straight to the tournament. A lot of guys went from semi-pro, Harbor View teams, Cavalier teams, and we played the tournament and we did exceptionally well, because the players and the standards and the level of those players at the time was very high. So sometimes it depends on the caliber of the players in certain situations. So it's not always going to be that we're going to be able to have things proper for the youth development, because you have to have money and funds to incorporate those things.
Well, that's my biggest problem I have. The most important thing is your youth and your next generation. If you don't, and the JFF don't focus on that, and that should be the number one focus. You understand? People misunderstood what I'm talking about, right? Imagine how many parishes are in Jamaica, Ryan? 15? How many parishes, Ryan? You remember? You're supposed to.
14
Ryan,
parts.
14 parishes, right? And you get the top ballers at each age group in the 14 parishes, right? And you have a select camp where you say you call it the Adidas camp, right? And you invite everybody must select them top ballers, or you have people select the top ballers. Then you have a national camp, say for 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds, right? And all of a sudden now you've identified the top 8 and 9-year-olds throughout the island based on what parish they come from, and now you bring in a foreign coach, or not even foreign coach, the better coaches to start to train these young boys. They can stay with their team, you understand that? But because they're now part of the Jamaican youth, they have another level. During another time, because remember, if them tell me Jamaican youth only play 4 to 6 months out of the year, so them other 6 months can be for the youth national team youth development. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. We're not focused on that, JFL. That's what we need to focus on. If you were the coach down there, Ryan, right now, right, and I told you to give me the top 2 ballers at 9 years old from each parish or whatever, whoever it is, you don't have to be really a coach.
They're doing it now.
No, I'm just saying as an example. We just want the whole island to come and represent, and say them come, and then you select the top 20. You say you get 40 ballers, the best from all the parish, right? You select 23 to be that team or whatever, that player, right? And then that's ones that you've been selected after for the national team pool and the Jamaican youth development system and things like that. And you get that extra trainer thing, and that's a fluid thing. You can add to that team or you can subtract from that team when the ballers start to grow and get better and things like that. But we're not tracking the ballers at Jamaica, not giving them the knowledge. So when they go overseas now, they have to teach them that. The coaches over here, which I know, we see the talent there, but the awareness and the ability to play with their teammates, to read the game, to read and interact is lacking. And you have to stop and teach this one. And then when them fight back and down are not very coachable and argue with coaches and things like that, then they become very disruptive. I want to see talented ball players that skillful and thing, languishing on the bench up here in the USL or in the MLS or something like that. You have to understand their reasons why. You need to go to these training sessions and you'll see what's going on.
Carla, welcome to the show. Good evening. Live on here, Elite Sports TV, Coach DaCosta, and the man himself, Zidan, all the way from out of the United States. Welcome to the show. By the way, my two guests are from the United States. Let me just make it clear. But I have another guest right now on the phone from Toronto, Canada. Carla, welcome to the show. Good evening.
Good evening, and good evening to you and your two guests on the show and the next one on the phone. I just want to say, for the sake of the player, just want, the I don't know, I just want to protect the player. We know how JSF thin skin regarding player, especially with your program, and you know the stigma you are under with them. So I just want you to be very careful and think that's my little two cents I want to add to the program.
DaCosta, go down the line. You know them thin skin. So don't go down the line and play at the spot. I'm trying my best to do that, but don't go for the feather. Go on this one.
Ryan, what's wrong with your audio?
Is it an audio, man? Is it just need to mute? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the caller calling for protection for the player, which is good. Something is good, which is good. So go DaCosta.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are saying, that there's one in progress. There's a Jamaican. That is talk until you actually see a tangible structure and a camp being called in. Then there's nothing. It's just talk, Ryan. You understand?
And leave that alone.
Mr. DaCosta,
yes.
You're doing a very good job, Mr. DaCosta and team. But when I say your discussion more time is a bit like on that point into that side, and may I say you and Ryan know how thin skin the JFF is when regardless to player attached to Ryan program or common Ryan program. So for the sake of the player, do what you're doing, but don't, you understand? I'm just trying to say don't go too much down in certain things. I'm not saying you're not to educate us and stuff like that, but for the sake of the player, because we want our best player to be in our program. And if this is one of our best players, we want to protect him.
Yes, I understand, Carla. Good points. And very reasonable, Ryan. You are 100% right. Don't let nobody, take your show off the rails.
Look with the JFF. So that's why you say I'm here and I'm chat the good word with the baller. I'm not want to hurt the baller. You see me? I say, answers a while ago.
Yes. So the question to the baller, Mr. Malik Howell, right? If you had, when you were 9 years old, okay, Malik Howell, when you were 9 years old, right? If you had a coach come in and try to teach you to be a two-footed player rather than one dominant foot and one okay foot, if you had to teach you how to be good in the air, aerial, there's no reason why Jamaica cannot dominate the world in the air. You understand that? It's not being taught, both offensively and defensively. We should be able to buck from the back line and then go up and set all set pieces, especially corner kicks. Them can't run and jump with us. There's no way this, but it's not being taught. You understand them, the skill like that. So I'm saying, if somebody doesn't, when you're 9 and 10 years old, think back to that. If somebody came and taught you some of the things that you had to learn later on, wouldn't you be a much better player? We'd be talking about you in the English Premier League right now.
Like I said, that's the first thing. So if my passport was England, if I had an English or a British passport, probably. But with a Jamaican passport, learning that it's still not easy. But like I said, I was at 9, 10, I was with the first kick program in Harborview before I went to Ballers. We did do stuff like what you're talking about, aerial stuff, not necessarily dominating aerially, but we worked on aerial, like heading the ball, technical stuff like that. Right now, if you should check if you should check my statistics right now, for me playing in my league, my aerial, I'm probably one of the best aerial person in the league. Like, I don't lose duels in the air, and I was not taught that. That comes with passion, and that comes with your aggression of wanting to win the ball. So sometimes that doesn't even have to be taught. That's just something that you have to really want to do when the ball is in the air, demanding the ball to win the first ball or winning the aerial challenge. It's not even that you have to be taught that. It's just the passion. Are you scared to go win the ball? Or are you not scared? And right now, most guys are scared of me. So once I call my name, Loud Malik, they move out my way. And it's like, it's just that. It's just you being dominant in the air.
So Ryan, when you're a goalkeeper, right? Were people taught how to properly attack corner kicks and free kicks in the ball? How dangerous are people attacking the ball when you played, Ryan?
I get all of them stuff. I get coached by a good coach.
Yeah, I'm talking about the attackers though and the defenders.
Yeah, they show us to attack, show us to defend, or to close down the play, or to block the people, and all of them stuff.
I'm understanding that, right? But you guys are missing my point. I always say, Mr. Hall, Coach, Mr. Hall, you have to have an approach to whatever you do on the football field, right? If it's a free kick, if it's a penalty kick, what is your approach? And corner kicks, what is your approach? Then you understand what are you trying to do and where you want the ball square to. You understand? I always tell them cross the 6-yard box, and then what's your approach to it? You got good foot goal coverage, and oh wow, that's somebody call. Hey Ryan, I might have to take that call, but just to say, you understand?
Yeah, man, big up yourself. Look later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, big up yourself. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
I was calling
Carla, I'm not hearing you a little bit too low.
Oh, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
No, I said I was calling to ask Coach DaCosta a question.
No, he's off. No, he's off.
He's off? Okay.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Bala, you survived the heat. You survived the show. Boy, it's a good conversation, you know. Good conversation. You know, I learn a lot, especially your past and all of them stuff. So, you know, I want to appreciate you coming to share playing overseas, playing for the national team. But it is coming into 2026 and you need to do something to break into this World Cup squad. Because it's coming out the World Cup next year, Cup Nation League coming up this month, next month Nation League. But their mindset coming in to break it.
Yeah.
What is the mindset? The mindset that break it.
Wait, speak up, Ryan. I wasn't hearing you properly.
Okay. All right. Let's take the call. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm up in Ryan.
What's going on?
They are taking conversation. Yes, I say. And, you know, whilst Maria DaCosta and some of them views.
No, but nobody go on that way. You what I call it?
No, good on that way then. Hold on, man. They talk about what the youth just say. Just relax and listen, man. Me just say, basically, we do him say to the youth about the aerial ball thing. And the youth show him say, well, more time I just say passion to win the ball and them thing there. You can't say youth wrong. You get me? I say? Because you know really I forget taught them thing there for sure. Yeah. You see me? That a foxy youth attack right there. So you know I forget. Alright, so what you know? It's just like if you have a baller like Messi, you know, certain things you know make no sense. You try to teach Messi, because I'm born with that. You see me? And I just that the youth I try to show him, see him the day I wave him, and them little thing them you talk about. You see me?
Alright.
So we just want to show and point out them little things. Because I want to really how alone him see it, you know, the youth know what him must say too. You see me? Yeah, man. Big up yourself, baller.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Bar. Big up yourself, Car. That stuff. We talk about that stuff. So, Bala, what may I say now? See, what you're doing right now, breaking to the Reggae Boyz squad. You have World Cup coming up 2026. You have Copa America, all of them stuff coming in. What are some of the stuff you're working on to get involved into the Reggae Boyz?
I mean, the first thing and one of the main thing is what I'm working on is praying every day to God that I get the opportunity to first be able to do what I want to do. Because even the opportunity I've been professionally wasn't given to me because just of my ability. It was because of God. So I pray every day that I'll get the opportunity. Now, from my perspective and my ability, I'm trying to be very consistent in my play. So every game I play, I try to be very well, do very well, be very good, be better than players in my position. Try to stand out, try to win games, try to play the way how Jamaica people want to play, how the fans would like to see us play. I try to display that. I'm in a team that displays that. So that's all I can do where I'm concerned. Just being consistent in my play, show that I'm a good player, and continue to do what I'm doing, because that's the only thing that's gonna get me back the opportunity. Being consistent, doing the right thing, and do better than the person that are in your spot. Because at the end of the day, this Jamaica team should be that you want to make the team. Like you have to have that accountability. I feel like that's the direction the team is heading into right now, where I'm playing USL, but I'm playing top flight football. I have a roommate, I have a teammate, Corey Bennett. He's scoring a lot of goals. He wants to get called for the national team too. What's gonna happen? You're not gonna get called. No, we're performing hard. Players who's playing that position need to know guys want to take your spot. At the end of the day, we all want to represent the country. So this need to be where you have to be playing for your team type of stuff. You have to be performing week in, week out, things like that. So if it gets more competitive, you start seeing more demands in players on the field, because everyone wants this opportunity. It's not given easily. It's very hard to get. So that's how I think it should start. I think that's what it's leaning towards. Players performing at the club, you go to the national team, you go back, you need to be performing. It shouldn't be a walk-in, you're going to play for the national team. You got to be playing games, you got to be scoring goals. We need goal scorers, we need good defenders, we need ball under defenders, we need aggressive defenders. But you can't just play for the national team if you're not playing for your club. You need to be representing, you need to go back to your club, make sure you're starting, because other players are starting and you want their spot. You get what I'm saying? So things like that, I feel like that just what has to start happening. Like the team getting more, for the team to get more competitive. If you're not playing for your club, I'm not playing for my USL team, there's no way I should deserve an opportunity. If I'm playing at the USL level and I'm performing at a high level, I want your spot. I'm hungry for your spot because I want to play in the World Cup. That is my dream, and I don't want it to be taken away from me. So all I can say is just being consistent, keep working hard, and keep showing that I'm a good player to go and take that player spot, because I'm not the same. I'm not as lucky as that player, because football, as I said, God has to be in the midst. Some players have luck, some players don't have luck. Some players have luck to score a wonder goal today, some players don't have luck to score a wonder goal today. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes you don't have the right luck to get the opportunity to play in Spain. I get the luck to get the opportunity to play in Spain. You get the opportunity to be born in Spain. I get the opportunity to be born in Jamaica. I don't get the opportunity to be born in England. You get the opportunity to be born in England. So it doesn't discredit the fact that we are both soccer players. We both want to represent the country. We both have dreams, and it just needs to be competitive, where if you get your chance, if you slip, you slide.
Well said, man. Seems like I am going to touch upon some of these things about players playing and all of this stuff, and look into more hear more player talk about that Jamaican passport having a US passport and all of these things. So, listen, Zidan, Virgin, it is a pleasure, it's an honor to sit down, speaking with you, talking football. Always I try, my Virgin. You make my job so easy. Just the way you put your words and all these things together. Just keep working, keep grinding, never lose faith. And listen, stay ready. That's the difference. Stay ready. Don't get ready. Stay ready. So when they call and the opportunity come, you grab it with both.
Yeah, facts. Agree.
Yeah, man. So pick up yourself, Zidan. Enough love and respect, brother. It's a pleasure to have you on the program, all right?
Respect for bringing me on the show. Respect.
Yeah, man. Enough love, brother. Enough love. People, that's the man himself. People. When they talk about having a good conversation, when they're talking about our call on the line. Zidan, when you're ready, you can leave. You hear, Zidan?
Yeah, man. I'm out of time, man.
Yeah, man. Because you probably have training tomorrow. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Half day tomorrow, man.
Half day. I need to highlight all USA player. Hold on, go ahead, Carla. Jesse, go ahead.
Yeah, Mala. All time slow, I listen to you and like the way you reason. You get me? You see, coming from Jamaica as a baller, it's twice hard for you. Everywhere you go, even with our own national team. You get me? But me like how you stay positive and now make that get you down. You see me? And trying to keep up that attitude. I got too far here.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, man, just keep on pushing and do right, and them, it's when they come from Jamaica, we own a fellow Jamaican. I leave Jamaica 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Them try to make it hard to reach the national team.
Yeah.
You get me? And every day them come for the new YouTube space and them have a group in and them push back man and play for them come from Jamaica. You get me? If I play a man in England or Brazil, them think them better than the Jamaica player, no matter you play ball good. Them look over here and look at them from Brazil or all around the world. So when we talk about God and them God in our midst, nobody can stop for you forget. You get me?
Yeah.
Respect, brother. Continue for your journey.
Respect.
Yeah, respect, Ryan.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Enough respect, Carla. Yeah, man, people. People, the reason why I don't play the highlight, I'm going to get copyright, people. I'm kind of run from playing people thing and my channel people. So the copyright thing. So what I'm going to do, many of you guys follow me over on Instagram. Right? If you don't follow me over on Instagram, so let me show the people them my Instagram. So if you haven't followed me, I'm going to post the baller over there. So you guys to follow me on Elite Sports TV over there on Instagram, where I'm going to post the highlight of the player. So if you haven't followed me over there on Instagram, follow me over on Instagram. Once you guys follow me, I'm going to follow you guys right away. So follow me, and you guys will see the highlight of the player. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, evening, Ryan. Big up, Ryan. Big up, Mr. Howell. Just calling to give him a word of encouragement. If you remember well, the name we play for Canada, Bambito. He was playing at air level. I think a season ago or 2 seasons ago, and him there Lille now. So I'm here to talk. I'm like you sound positive. Just want to give a word of encouragement. You can't say much, you can't talk much about future plans to move away from the USL, but as soon as I get the opportunity, I encourage you anyway. Whether it's Liga MX or one of them places, just try to go up on the next level. I'm gonna watch a couple of clips them and you seem like a very good defender. So just I encourage you to continue putting the work. As I say, believe in God and so forth. Just continue putting the work and the move will come.
Respect.
And respect for coming on Ryan show. As I know if people want to associate themselves with YouTube main man at the moment, but you're there, you come here to talk a piece, keep it professional. And as I said, just continue to put in work because squad need a player like you have level-headed and know what you talk about football based on what you talk about the ball, you understand it and chat. So I wish you the best in the future and hopefully see you in 2026 and start the lineup. Ryan, best of yourself.
Big up yourself.
Respect,
Big up. So, alright.
Well, somebody asking about Maggie.
Maggie. Man say yo. Bala. Oh good Maggie is. That's my answer.
I think for me personally, I played with Maggie from high school, from club football coming up. Maggie is very gifted, you know. Sometimes when you look back, like me right now as a professional player, sometimes I look to myself and I'm like, God, sometimes I'm happy I'm a defender because some things you have to be doing at attacker because of the people we are competing with in the world. You know, but Maggie is one of those guys that is very exceptional. He's gifted. He's like God gifted him. He's one of the players who God gifted in Jamaica. You know,
I want to talk to him.
He's very gifted. He can do things that other players cannot do. He can see things that other players can't do. But every player have their own story and their own way, you know. So it's just he needs the push. He needs you guys push, support, you know, because he is probably one of our young, special, gifted player that we have in terms of magical stuff. He's a wonder kid.
Carla, welcome to the show.
Yes. Good night, Ryan.
Go ahead, Carla.
Hello?
Yes, man, go ahead. You can ask a question
Yeah,
to
man.
the Bala.
Mr. Howell,
Yes.
which USL team you played for?
Las Vegas Lights FC. You hearing me, Ryan? You guys hearing me?
Yes, man. Carla, you hear?
Which state that?
Which state? Which team?
Which
No.
state? Las Vegas. Nevada, Las Vegas. Nevada is the state.
State.
Yeah, Las Vegas himself. Las Vegas.
Okay. Las Vegas. What position in the defense you play? Wing back?
I play center back and right back, yes.
Yes, Carla. Stop listening to the way name now listen to this one. Mute your
Yeah,
background. Can you listen to what? Round here. Listen to this part of the show. Mute that way you listen to. You're there on the show live now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Speed it up. Let's go.
Yeah, man. All right. Wing back. If you play wing back, as a wing back, you have to dictate where you want your attacker go. Now make him dictate to you. You have to put him where you want him to go, and where you put him is where he's not dangerous. You understand? And the next thing what you have to do, I don't know if you are a starter for the team that you play for, but you ask your coach what you need to work on to be a prominent starter if you are not a starter. The next question, are you related to the Howells them from St. Thomas?
No.
Okay. How old are you?
25.
25?
Yes.
Okay. And you do your gym work?
Yes.
Good. Well, just let me say, you know, I to be honest with you, I can't take much. I can't tell you much about the center back. You feel me?
Yes.
Back in my days, me play wing back or defensive midfield. Okay, but me as a coach, me coach a lot of teams in Jamaica. Me coach one of the top teams in Jamaica, Port Morant United. All right.
Yes.
So may I tell you, my brother,
You can do it. You're 25 years old. Do what you need to do. Rest, eat properly, train hard.
Yes.
Watch clips. Watch clips of attacking players. Watch clips of players that play in your position. Opponents that play in your position. And like I said, as a wing back, don't make no attackers dictate to you. Ryan know what me talking about. Don't make no man dictate to you. You see how what name? It's you here. From Arsenal. Little black youth. What name?
Saka.
Saka. You know. You might go dip him right, to draw you to him right, and then cut inside on him left. You don't take them thing there. You know, say, watch me. He must come inside. So all you have to do, make him go down. Because where the goal there? The goal there inside. So you send him down and make him go. Don't make him come in on him strong foot. But once him come in on him strong foot, you know what he's gonna do. So you take away that from him completely.
Yeah.
It's not football no more. You hear? Mr.
Yeah.
Hogan, it's not football. You know what name? Headball.
Yeah.
7% play with foot, 93 play upstairs, up in your head. Enough man don't know that.
Yeah.
Have a good night. You hear, sir? Ryan, may you talk?
All right. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Well, people, that's the ball, ain't no ball. Don't know the thing ain't no ball. More love and more prosperity. You know what I'm saying? Wow, see you take the letter to the shit. But it seems like you have a whole heap of fans, man. Carla, welcome to the show.
Live and direct, you know, man. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All I say is, remember me a youth and me I watch JC. In a Maggie days, them, oil days, them, you see me? Them youth have some prominent ball and it's just so good for you know, say, the man them still a work on them craft, you know? And love the headspace with oil because enough youth, they want to put their money in up and pick up, but them man do it, you see me? So that in itself is an accomplishment whether a man will agree it or not. And then to see them man overseas and I get them degree and a focus on, you know, because I have 1 and 2 bridges you know, that on the same part as him, you see me? So I call it up, so you know, man from movie I come from or some style. Long story short, when I hear it and you see me? When I hear it and you just go and put in your work, because I put say every man can get picked, but I just say thing from you put in your work, but I just want we can watch some of your clips them still, you see me? So if you could have plug we could have watch some clips so we can send you support because of them energy we want in I think, you see me? And not be good on time done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Respect, Carla.
Big up.
Big up yourself.
But I have a mid-season video on YouTube. If you just type Malik Owen 2024, that was like the mid-season. That was the first 8 games where I started. Now we're in the other part of the season. I haven't made a full video for that yet. But right now I have a video where I'm gonna release, where he's gonna release with my last game against Indy 11.
I try to post a video on the camera. Nah, let me post it on the camera. So, you know, if you invite me on the gram, I'm going to show you, I'm going to call you and show you how you do it.
Yeah.
Alright? I'll call you and show you how you do it. And give the account to me. Alright?
Cool.
Big up yourself, man. Yeah, man. Flavor Max. Big up on yourself, you know. Big up to all of the people down in the comment section. New media. Big up yourself, new media. You don't know the thing go already, brother. Appreciate Tycoon. Big up to all the Liverpool man them down in the comment section. One Liverpool badness. Any other thing, a dirt, RR. Big up yourself, brother. Danny Jed. Watch out, here. Liverpool is coming. Here. Watch out. Liverpool is coming. Flavor Max. Liverpool are going to get around here, teams. I'm not have to worry about that. See? But Liverpool, new beast. You get me I say? OJ Bedward, big up yourself, my brother. Big 12. Oh, the ball, no. Big up yourself, Big 12, brother. Rosalina, you don't know the thing already. Fresh Media, 876. You don't know the thing already, brother. Big up to all of the new channel member them. And you don't know the thing already. Conroy, big up yourself, brother. Thanks for being a member. Alamajed, big up yourself, you know, brother. Yeah, man. People, Flavor Max. Hit the member button. Odari, big up yourself, you know, big brother. You don't know the thing already, you know, brother. Not no nice like no bingo, you know. What am I say? Yeah, man. CC Sports Lab. You don't know the thing going on. Go and hold it in a baller. When it's gonna be my time to shine. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, people. I that go on for what I go on, people. But anyway, the ball of them landing up, people. Yes, man. See it on Instagram and thing. Leave you go touch all the JFF thing them in about. Yeah. The ball of them land. Ball of them up at the hotel and thing. I love to know what time training tomorrow. Yeah. I hope them nobody in the early morning training, brother, because that kind of burn out the Englishman, brother. The match I go play 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Make the man them train at 6 and 7 o'clock, brother. This morning training at the National Stadium and they're not playing in a morning match, brother. See? The man them need to train at 6 o'clock every evening, brother. It is important not to burn out the players them in the hot sun at 11 o'clock training, brother. Man them can't deal with it, brother. They eat, brother. They eat on a Jamaican and normal Duckland steady. So coach, I'll agree to train the man them in a night, brother. In a hot sun, brother. Brother, Bobby Reed and all of the players them need to do a massage. The whole player, the whole team need to do a massage tomorrow morning and having a proper breakfast. I'm not talking about a fried dumpling, brother. I'm talking about the right proper nutrition for the players them can perform at that level. We don't eat no big thick dumpling with the ball of them I eat, brother. See? We need the ball of them feet, the proper food we're going to digest, we're going to make them chill. You understand? So, you are going to JFF. Make sure, say, the players them have a good, proper nutrition. And the players them, you must take responsibility of the performance and what they are putting on the body. Yo, it's not a vocation player. I come for you tomorrow, you know. I start it on a short video on Instagram. It is not a vocation. Duckland Senate. What you mean, Duckland? I see man I eat fried dumpling and fried chicken. Big breakfast. Go and check it on them Instagram. Way back when. Go check it. Yo, me need the players them to eat proper. Cut out this morning training, brother. This morning training, the ball of them now go train or they're not playing game at 3 o'clock, brother. The man them need to train at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Them get used to that weather. Too many times the team look draining. They are coming from international. They are coming from all over the place. Tomorrow morning, them supposed to rest, do a lot of blackboard work, a lot of session in the blackboard, massaging, eating the right food, everything ready to up and running, prep them in the right thing. So that's what we need. You see me answer, people? So we are look forward, people. The players must take responsibility, bro. And the coaches must take responsibility. We need some proper football, brother. See? We need some proper football. Too many times we have inconsistent with the players and performance. But anyway, viewers and subscribers, Elite Sports is back. Look out for us, people. See? Big up on yourself. Nothing but love and respect. I'm out. Yes, people. I'm out. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Big up on yourself, people. Take a walk. But big up to Island Best Juice. The best juice round town. I'm out. Hit the like button and then we're out. Get
Island Best Juice. What are you waiting on? Check them out on Instagram and Facebook
Ireland best juice. It's your boy, Ryan LFC, representing for Ireland best juice. If you are in the United States and you not try Ireland best juice, what you waiting at? Look at these beautiful flavor. Why not? If you are in Tampa, if you are in Florida, if you not drink Ireland best juice, you not drink the juice. It's your boy Ryan LFC, representing for Ireland best juice, the best juice in Florida. What you waiting on? Anyway, across the United States, Ireland best juice can find you. If they find me and me all the way in Canada, why not? Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere they are. Ireland best juice.
As the saying goes, ugly loss is better than a pretty win, you know. And we did.
We need to start to lock up some of them coaches. Lock them up because of bad coaching in Jamaica. We need to bring in a law for that. We need to start lock up some of them coaches about them a coach. I'm a roach. Them only have whistle. Them not teaching you them nothing. Nothing. And a ball about money. What wrong with you know? Eh? We need to start lock up some of you know. About a coach. You know, a roach.